Hello, 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 and welcome to March on Faewunder. Let's go, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday. Happy double D&D part 2. My God. Thursdays normally are double D&D days, but for this session and a couple of weeks from now, we're doing double D&D on Wednesday. It's a very exciting time. So, but before we get into all that, first and foremost, let's go ahead and do a little housekeeping, shall we? Boop. This one. Oh my gosh. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping. So first and foremost, due to the improv nature of roleplay, today's session may contain adult behavior, humor, and situations not suitable for all audiences. If you're feeling uncomfortable, feel free to step away until you are. All VODs are uploaded on YouTube, youtube.com/worldofio, where further warnings are given if necessary. And finally, just as a heads up, we have a strict no backseating policy in our chat during our game, so please no backseating. So as not to disturb the flow of the game, please report any incorrect or missing rulings or mechanics to our Rules Lawyer channel on !Discord. That includes player rulings, DM rulings, if I miss a mechanic, if we do something wrong with a ruling, if a player forgot to do an ability that they should have done for a thing, all of that goes into our Rules Lawyers channel, not in our chat. Thank you kindly. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna go and say hello to everyone. Hello everyone. How y'all doing today?
Hey.
How's everyone doing today? Doing good?
We're ready.
Oh my gosh. Everyone's ready. Well, apparently, I need to add one quick thing. Oh my gosh. Well, I thought I added something. What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
Okay.
Kelly being mischievous.
Yeah, that's what
I am not laughing at anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I trust you because you wouldn't lie to me.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, winky face. Oh my gosh. All right. I screamed really loud last episode. Yesterday, so my throat's pretty shredded right now, but I'm hoping we're gonna, I don't know, I'm hoping by talking it will strengthen my throat and thus
Drink a lot of water.
empowering it.
That doesn't seem.
You have water next to you, Brett.
Did the yelling come from you having to like play a certain character, or was it you trying to corral the pipe dreamers?
It was D&D related.
Okay.
So yeah, it absolutely was D&D related.
You have waters.
I'm working out the math of like, yeah, my throat hurts, so I'm going to talk more, so it will feel better.
What's wrong, SciFri?
Yeah, I do that
Perfect
too.
logic.
I don't think
SciFri,
that adds up.
SciFri, that's what we call in the business copium, I believe.
I see.
You know, as a fellow
Did you have a
professional.
session 0 after this as well?
Sure do, partner. And a session tomorrow. So let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
You need some tea with lemon, my friend.
I'll
Just drink water nonstop.
just but then I'll have to pee all the time.
Yeah, you might have to pee every 10 seconds, but it'll help.
Yeah, see, that's the issue. It's like, do I pee all the time or do I get a sore throat? I don't know. All right. So, you guys ready to just dive on in with this
Hell yeah.
beautiful fun session?
War!
We've arrived at that part of the campaign where I point at the Majora's Mask clock and I go 3 sessions remain. So there we go. 3 sessions remain for this this lovely season of March on Faewunder. So
Like that gif of Reggie tapping his wrist.
3 days remain. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Getting all the belchies out. Where yes?
Sorry.
No.
Did you,
I was about to ask you what's up.
Oh, did you refresh my character sheet, or do I need to wait till our long rest?
You'll have to wait until your long rest. You can also prepare your spells through. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you prepared different spells. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also-
you need to re-import. I think.
Also, yeah, I'll re-import. That's fine. Also, hi, Cooley.
Hi.
Can't believe I didn't get a hello and all I got was a DM. My spells.
I said hi. I said hi when you first came in.
Where's my spells?
I said hi when I first came in.
I don't know about
Okay,
that.
you know what I will say though? Last session when when Twinkle showed up, I screamed IRL and I watched the recording and you couldn't hear it. So I don't know, maybe my mic's just cutting out.
Discord's got a noise gate.
Discord's a piece of shit.
If it detects,
well, that's why, Brett,
volume's too
because
high.
I screamed hi when you
shouldn't
first
do
came
anything
wrong.
There it is. There it
Clearly.
is. There it is. All right. So, okay, I've re-imported your spells. I'm seeing, yep, there it is. I'm seeing Dissonant Whispers, Cure Wounds, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and Thunderwave, and nothing else. So,
What?
and then Cloud of Daggers and Shatter. Yep, everything
You're
seems good to me. I'm
You're
toxic.
toxic.
You
I-
prepare
I'm
silvery
no,
barbs.
no,
you prepare
no.
silvery barbs, and
I
you're
need a
saying I'm
reaction.
toxic. You're saying
No
I'm
one-
toxic.
No one
All
ever
right.
gets attack of opportunity on me. I needed a reaction, and you know it.
All right.
I'm just being smart, bestie.
saying
You
I'm
chose
toxic.
to allow the spell.
I did to weed out the weak players. That's why I chose to.
Ooh.
Yeah, the weak players don't use
Burn
it.
it. Burn
Yeah.
it.
The weak players
That's-
don't use it because they don't want to be strong.
Let's fucking go. Okay, anyways.
Let's go.
Let's go, silvery barbs.
It'll be nice when we both use it later in battle.
I
That's me
genuinely,
in chat.
I genuinely don't care. Silvery barbs, you do you.
KoolySmiley.
It's fine. Yeah, no, I see it. Yeah.
Love that emote.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
KoolySmiley is probably my favorite thing I've heard
It
all
reminds
day
me
today.
of the fucking guy from Full Metal Alchemist, the insane.
Yeah, Armstrong.
I love him.
KoolySmiley, so good.
Technique passed down through the Armstrong family for generations.
All
Wait, that
right.
was so good. What?
All right.
Okay.
So, let's dive in. Let's freaking do
Get
this.
right into
War.
it.
Let's
War.
get war.
What is it good for?
War.
I'm nerves.
Absolutely
War.
everything. So, you have just completed a long rest after our last session, where you all bore witness and experienced the actual funeral of Almond who sacrificed themselves to return back into the ether that is Faewunder, so that she may once again be reborn and to take the rightful heir of the throne when her father Thurngil passes on. You guys have just completed a long rest. Probably some sorrowful tears have been shed this day, but not all was tragic. As a spiritual guardian lost its way over 1,000 years ago, managed to find someone they were comfortable with. One Twinkle, right?
Twinkle,
Right.
yeah.
Twinkle, okay, cool. I was gonna say it's Twinkle or Tinkle, and it's definitely not Tinkle. So
It's not Tinkle.
It's not. Yeah, it's definitely not there. Yeah. So Twinkle, the spiritual fox, is now once again a part of Cooley's memory, part of Pandora, and it now resides within Pandora, resting currently. So the ability to conjure and call Twinkle will not be happening this session, as you continue to form a sort of spiritual bond, a sort of attunement with Twinkle. You all have completed a long rest within the peaceful area of the Gleamwood Castle, and you would all return over into the throne room. Let me go ahead and move some characters around.
Do you want us to do the long rest?
Yeah, feel free to long rested up. I can do that for you. I saw everyone's at full health.
I think we did it at the end of last session.
Oh, I
Mine
didn't.
just
I didn't have my spell slots.
I will say. I don't think.
I have all my key points in.
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't think anyone did anything this time, right? But maybe.
I had spent 2 lay on hands points.
Yes, you
yeah,
did.
I used spell
That was
slots.
Okay. I'm going to.
Oh right, because Cooley pricked her finger to one of the plant. That's right.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
Now everybody's gonna say Tinkle. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
I wish old Cooley had thought of a better name, I'll be honest.
No, Twinkle's
If
I like
great.
that name.
If she was Tinkle, she would be yellow, and you all know it.
Yeah, it's Cooley. It's
That's
fine.
pretty true.
I was thinking it was a cute name last session.
Ignore chat. Don't worry about it.
I
you
think it's
know.
fitting that my character is a rift elf, and now she has a twinkle fox, like
That's
twinkly stars.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Okay. Hold
Think
on.
of the Star Child from Paper Mario.
I'm uploading a new beat.
Oh shit!
You say it
New
beat.
beats about to drop.
New custom beat
Wow.
exclusive to Faewunder.
Nice.
It's not that. Boys.
All right. Yeah, no, it's fine.
No,
New beats dropping.
it's
Hire
really
me for voice acting.
You're
let me know.
listening to IO Radio.
All
Sung
right.
by our very own thespian KoolySmiley.
IOB.
Oh.
Audio Jungle.
69 FM.
All right.
Nice.
That's a low band frequency right there.
So, you would all arrive back into the throne room, where the scene seems to have changed drastically from the somber event, the somber environment that was the throne before. Let me go and play that. As you will see, the Sylvona are ready for war.
Oh hell yeah!
Look at this guy. Look at that guy.
Yo, they
Look
got
at
the
all these
whole
guys.
squad.
The Sylvona are ready for war. As you guys approach the throne chair, you'll actually see this sort of map illustrated. You'll watch as Thur and Gil sort of like hanging above the battle table as a variety of Sylvona are currently gathered around. And as you entered the throne, room, everyone will turn up to you. And Thur and Gil will motion you all over. Please, come this way. You would all gather up, safe to assume?
Yeah, there's like I'm assuming there's like a war room-esque table
Oh yeah. And
in the center.
It's a big circular war-esque table, kind of like a flat, almost like a flattened tree. It's kind of like a grown stump, but one that's natural, not one that's been like chopped down. Just sort of like this flat wooden surface. As and Thur and Gil will only state, "We found him." What's everyone's response when he says that?
I think Pandora is now fueled after the passing of her friend, and she kind of just slams her hands on the war table and she says, "I don't understand anything about anything, but I'm ready to kick some ass, yeah?"
Thur and Gil nods and says, "Indeed, we shall kick some ass." And just gives a reluctant nod, not not understanding the culture, but trying to be respectful because Thur and Gil absolutely wants to kick some ass.
Where is he and what's the situation?
Oh, Thur and Gil will extend out an arm and point. We have spotted, or we have sensed the power of shadow dwelling within the Night Vale's vigil over to the south. It is there we believe that the Embrani is attempting to create another breach, this time directly from Shadow's Veil, to here in Faewunder. It would be a singular step in a longer war campaign. But if that breach is created here in Faewunder, all of the Lunar Weave would be tainted and corrupted by Shadow's darkness. It is now, at this point, that we need to stop the entity. The one known as Valmoreth. Valmoreth is greatly weakened from your encounter prior. We won't get a better chance than this. And as he looks up to all of you, as he looks up to all of you, Thurngil will continue. I must admit, we are not familiar with the tactics of battle and war. We are protectors and defenders first. We are not capable warriors. However, if you have survived from if you have survived the encounter against the Seer of Ashura, then you, all of you, looks at the entire party, would be the best to lead the charge. I cannot command you. Instead, I must simply ask, will you lead my armies and stop Valmoreth once and for all?
Pandora looks around at her party and kind of nods at him. She's like, hell yeah, we will.
Yeah. Kagami sort of pulls the straw hat off of his back, puts it on, and morphs into his non-changeling form. Said, it would be our honor.
I don't know if many of us have much experience leading people in battle, but we'll do whatever we can, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see this through to the end, no matter what.
Vidalia's gonna cock her rifle. I'm ready.
Rabbi's gonna give an enthusiastic, yeah, of course we will, and then sort of lean towards Vidalia and whisper, is it bad that they want a chef to lead the battle here?
Nah, food gets everyone going.
It doesn't, not very good at tactics though, but whatever.
Your
What's a
bravery
tactic?
will be more than enough.
Oh God, you can hear that.
They might be desperate, but we're here to fight for them anyway.
I don't know much about tactics, but I always remember my uncle telling me one thing, and it's morale is a huge part of any sort of battle. And Ribeye, you're really good at keeping people pumped up and keeping them in the fight. So I think if nothing else, that's something you'll really bring to this.
You're a
There's an
great
old
leader,
saying that an army marches on its stomach.
Well,
What?
I'll
Why
make sure everyone is well fed, and you can put me up on a banner, and I'll be inspiring to all.
Thurngil will nod at each of you and say, very well. We're going on an all-out offensive, meaning if you are to fail this encounter, then all of Lunar Weave will fall. We're
That's a lot of
sending
pressure.
We're sending all of the Sylvana forces under your command. We can't risk not bringing everything to the battlefield. If a Shadow's breach is created here, all of Lunar Weave will fall, as this realm of Faewunder will be swallowed up by Shadow. And as he says that, you're just gonna watch as more Sylvana soldiers just continue marching in at this point, ready for a fight, looking at you. Thurngil will continue and say, my daughter placed her faith in you, and I will do the same.
She did not pass in vain, and she squeezes the little vial around her neck. Pandora's like rocking back and forth.
Are there any other
let's
enemy
just fucking
positions
go.
besides the Vigil?
I'm doing that IRL, actually.
Me too.
Yeah. Thurngill will shake his head and says, "All of the enemy forces of Shadow are outside of the Vigil. Meaning, if we can stop them here, this will set back Valmareth greatly."
They also know that we're coming, and they're probably going to be expecting a big fight, so we're going to need to really hit them hard to push through.
It's an enclosed position. There's only one approach path.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you will march from here directly to the Vigil.
Yeah.
So now it is important that you form your squadrons. All right. Above board information tutorial window drops down.
Mechanics time.
Mechanics time. All right. So this system is familiar and going to be new at the same time. I hope to not overwhelm everyone with the mechanics. I try to keep it as straightforward as possible, but I will try and give you a brief explanation. So instead of doing our usual D&D fights where you go in, roll initiative, your squads of individuals, of soldiers will be rolling initiative, specifically by the leader. There is no, you're not going to be adding your dexterity modifier because your dex modifier is not going to assist. Instead, all initiative rolls are going to be just a flat 1d20. Which means you have just as much of an opportunity to have a high initiative as the enemy. So, allow me to take you to a brand new map. As you all would have been marching for quite some time at this point.
This music's really cool, by the way.
Thank you. This was done by Shiro, and is custom to Io. Well, actually,
Very adventurous.
This is custom to Faewunder. So
I love it.
Yeah, this was made with this campaign.
I love it. It has like Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics vibes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, as you all look at the battle map, this is what the map is. Feel free to look at. The Vigil is over here. And you all will be marching down. As far as movement is concerned, each token that you see, that is you, which you guys are able to move around as well. Each round, you are able to move 1 square. And that's it.
Oh.
One
Wow.
So as you march on forward, everyone will be able to do that as well. You can
Is
move...
there a show grid hotkey?
I'd have to show the grid. If you all would like a grid for this one, I can place it down after the tutorial if you'd like.
No, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Continue.
So you all will each be able to move 1 square, and enemy units will be able to move 1 square. If you would like to push your troops and move 2 squares, you absolutely can. But your units will start to take damage as they're being pushed beyond their limits. This is the movement section of the tutorial, by the way. So you're going 1 square, 1 square, 1 square, 1 square, and you see a river over here. That's gonna take some time to cross over. So you'll begin to cross over for 1 round. The second round will be you crossing water, which means it's double movement to get through this. Once you do that and cross through, you're able to move normally again. So, and as you can tell from where you guys are positioned in there, you're going to have to cross some rivers in one way, shape, or form to get over to the Vigil, which is going to be the best way to do that. Now that I've done the basics of movement, does that make sense to all of you guys? Did I explain that
Yeah.
okay? Okay,
One,
cool.
one quick question on that double movement. So you say when we go into crossing waters and then
Yes.
it's double movement to get out, does that mean it just takes an extra turn, or
It
if we
takes an
push
additional
them-
turn.
Okay. Okay.
So
yeah.
what'll happen is you're gonna
We don't have to push them to do it.
Correct. So what's gonna happen is, let's say turn 8, you go, I'm moving here. Turn 9, you want to cross the river. So turn 9
You'll basically just
is
stay
you
where you are.
crossing the river. That is correct. And then when turn 10 comes
Gotcha.
around, you can resume your movement as
Gotcha,
you will
gotcha,
have
gotcha.
effectively crossed the river. Yeah, that's the only big obstacle as far as movement goes. I'm going to use Mark as an example here. You'll notice I have these little stands over here, these little pedestals. This is where your, in all intents and purposes, your RPG party is.
These are the squads.
Yep, you've got a front row and you've got a back row. The way combat works is simple. Your front row, you'll have units that can only, you'll have units that are guarded and unguarded. Typically, if you're in the front row, you are an unguarded unit. If you place a unit behind you, that unit is considered guarded. Meaning, if, let's say, a basic foot soldier attacks in melee, they have to get through the unit that is guarding the other unit if they want to attack. So if you've got, like, a healer behind you that's healing you and keeping you guys there, they're going to have to get through Gloria first to do that. Some units ignore that. They can go ahead and do long range. They can go ahead and attack and yeah. Someone
the top
mentioned.
row is the front line.
Yep, top row's front line. Bottom row is back line. Someone mentioned this is similar to Ogre Battle. Yes, has very heavy Ogre Battle inspirations. That's an old Super Nintendo game, so I'm not expecting people to know
I played
that.
Tactics Ogre.
Yeah, Tactics Ogre.
If that's the same thing.
Not exactly. A Tactics Ogre is D&D. Ogre Battle is just moving squads and then auto fights happen. So, all right. So with that understanding, do you guys understand front row, back row, and how that works? Okay. And now I will introduce you to the units that you can form. You can form a squad of 5 units, including yourselves. So your first unit that I would like to introduce to you is the basic warrior. You'll notice they're a warrior because they have a sword in the corner, so you don't have to get confused with that. Warriors are your front line. They attack the guarded units as they push through. They are just your basic front line soldier. They're absolutely capable. The next unit I want to introduce to you is the Defender, the Sylvona Defender. They have no offensive capabilities, and their focus is primarily protecting people as anyone takes damage. So if an adjacent unit of theirs takes damage, they can reduce that damage by 1. Their benefit is they have a temporary hit point bar, and at the end of every combat, their temporary hit points, if they're still alive, their temporary hit points are restored, as all their focus is just guarding and protecting and fortifying, essentially. The next unit I would like to introduce to you is the Archer. This is your long-range combatant. You're probably going to want them in the back row. You can have them in the front if you want. The problem is Archers take double damage. So if they take 1 point of... And by the way, there's no dice rolls for the damage. Everything is just a flat 1.
Set amount.
Yeah. So, and because of that, the hit points of all the units are very low as well. Each unit has a hit point of 3. And we'll go into like the combat exchange and things like that. But Archers take double damage, which means if they get hit for 1 point of damage, they in fact take 2.
Right, so you want them to be at the back.
Not me.
You want them to be guarded.
I will talk about what each of you can do because you all are your own unique unit. So you have the Archer over here. And yeah, so their ability is they can attack anywhere. They can attack front row, they can attack back row, they don't care if you're guarded. But more importantly, they have a field ability called Take Aim. We'll talk about how encounters work, but their Take Aim ability essentially allows them to shoot into enemy squads that are 2 squares away, allowing you to essentially start the initiative with that. Yeah. That comes with its own dangers, but we'll go into that soon. And then the final unit is the Healer, the Sylvana Healer. They also don't have any combat capabilities, but at the end of every combat, they provide 2 points of healing. Which you can divide any way you want if they are still alive. Much like the Archer, they also take double damage whenever they get hit. So important to keep them guarded as well, as a sort of like tutorial tip with that. With that being said, just as the big, like, above table description of these units, do you guys understand what each of them do?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Question.
Yes.
You said is the squad size 5 units including us or 5 units plus us?
So 5 units including you, which means you'll get to choose 4.
Okay, so you always have 1 square empty.
Yes, that is correct.
Gotcha.
You'll choose 4. Right. You'll choose 4.
I'm already making formations in my head.
Absolutely. And just in case it wasn't clear, you don't have to have all 4 of these in whatever order that you want. You can literally make a squad of all soldiers, all archers, all
you
clerics.
You can choose any combination.
Choose, mix, and match whatever you guys want. You're able to do that. So, and we'll I'll go each one on what that is. So, kind of going back to let's just assume this is what Gloria has chosen right over here. All right, so kind of going back over here to this map. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me copy and paste this because we'll have several icons here. So let's say Gloria's moving, blah blah blah. And then what's this? And by the way, you will see all the units when we actually do begin the fight. There's no like surprise. Blah. It's all tactics. It's all planning.
No fog of war.
No fog of war. Correct. You know exactly what's happening, but so do they. And then Brawny Soldier marches in with their squad. So the way this works is this one moves, and then on Gloria's turn, Gloria moves. The moment you get into melee range, you initiate combat. So that is how you initiate. But more importantly, there isn't a back or forth. There is just simply you all get to attack.
And both units hit at the same time.
No, you only get to hit. If you started if you start an encounter, you're the one that gets to go.
I see.
And that's
so there's
an
advantage for being the initiator.
Correct. Because then on this soldier's turn, they may choose to retreat or they may choose to attack as well.
Right, the attack. Yeah.
Your turns, quote unquote, is just one action. You can move, you can push, you can attack, you can take aim with the range and things like that. It's all very straightforward. You're not going to be taking multiple actions. Essentially, it's just one. You're moving or you're attacking. The only difference.
Just choose one.
Yeah. Go on.
Defender. Does he only guard the person right next to him?
He guards an adjacent unit, so it means behind or next to.
Okay.
He can reduce damage from those. So, boop, you get in and you immediately start the combat. So here is where you'll actually see what these guys are. So, let's just say for this one, for simplicity's sake, you're facing 2 Brawny Soldiers, 1 Doomsayer, which is their version of healers, and let's say...
Can we
we'll do that,
meta information their class icon?
What do you mean their class icon?
Like
we know that they're healers.
We know that they're healers?
Yes, absolutely, because you can see in the top left corner, you see that plus?
Yeah, I was just asking if we could use that
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. This is all information you already would have learned from the war table. You're going into battle prepared with the understanding of what you're doing. Now it's just time to initiate over there. So let's say this is what this is. All of you will roll essentially an attack roll, quote unquote. So what is your attack roll? What does that mean? Does everyone attack? How's that work? It's all a straightforward, one shot, let's fucking go kind of attack. I'm gonna put this sword next to you. This sword represents your combat score. What is your combat score and how do you form it? Every unit has their own combat score. Typically, combat value. Each unit has a combat value of 3. Combat value means that it'll raise your squad's AC by 3, but also your attack roll, your squad's attack roll by 3. Having a higher combat value is very important. Some units will affect your total combat value in different ways. For example, the defender cannot add to your offensive combat value, which means their 3 does not add to the attack roll. It only adds the defense roll because, their whole purpose is defending.
Yeah.
Same thing for the healer. They actually add no combat value whatsoever to, they actually have a 0 combat value, which means they don't provide an attack bonus or an AC bonus.
So only warrior and archers contribute to combat.
To offensive combat value, yeah. So essentially look at offensive combat value as your attack rolls.
Attack modifier.
Correct. And your defensive combat value as your AC.
AC.
Yeah. So with this right here, with the combat value, I'm going to go ahead and do some quick math real quick on the offensive side. 3. Oh, and by the way, you as leaders, you have 4 combat value. Because you're leading the charge, so you provide a bonus to plus to offense and defense. So we've got 4, 3, 10, which means looking at that, you're going to have a offensive combat value of plus 10, and you're going to have a defense combat value of plus 13, because again, the healer's not providing anything. So. We would look over at this. This combat value is going to be a lot lower because you're looking at a squad of just 4 people. This squad also has 2 healers, which means they're not adding too much to the combat value. The combat value for this one's going to be pretty low. You're not going to know right off the bat what it is. I'll just let you know. It's the same as D&D. Do you hit or do you not hit? So let's go ahead and initiate the combat. Boop. You rolled a 26. That absolutely beats their defensive combat value, which means you succeeded. Which now, we get to actually determine the result. Everything is flatlined. Everything is completely straightforward. You choose the damage division that goes down. But these, for example, soldiers, they do 1 point. Here, actually, I can link all this information here. The Savona Warrior has a combat value of 3. They only deal damage... they can only deal damage if they are in the front row. So if you have them in the back, they're doing nothing for you. So just keep that in mind.
They can only hit unguarded units.
Correct.
So they can only hit the warriors.
The front line.
Correct. They will only hit unguarded units. So they do 1 point of damage. The Defender has a combat value also of 3. They can reduce 1 damage from an adjacent unit. So if someone deals, 1 point of damage, let's say to Gloria, the Defender can step in and block that. They only have 1 health, but they have 2 temporary health. Their temporary health is restored to full after each combat resolution. So at the end of combat, their temporary health goes back as they're the Defender. Yeah. Sylvana defenders and defending units can only be defeated in 1 fell swoop. So if you got 3 damage and you want to knock out a defender, you got to do it all in 1 hit. Otherwise, they're just going to return back to full.
Speaking of, though.
Yes.
They take 2 damage from siege damage.
That is...
I was trying to do a segue.
No, it's all good. You will see units that will have the ability to do siege damage. If they do a siege damage, that means they do double to that. And I'll let you know when... You'll learn what units do siege damage. There's only 1 unit currently that does the siege damage, and that is the Siege Devil, which is actually a massive chat of a unit. We'll go into that later. And they do not add to the offensive combat value. The Archer has also 3 combat value. Upon successful combat, deals 1 damage to any unit. They take double damage. They do not add any defensive combat value. They're just simply offensive shooting aim. So pew pew pew. And they have a special squad ability called Take Aim. When a squad is 2 squares away instead of moving, you can spend your action to take aim, and this deals a number of damage equal to the number of units in your squad with the same ability.
Gotcha. So 3
if
archers, 3 damage.
Correct. But that also means they get to, if they move, you're opening yourself up for an attack for them to move in and attack you, but you can start immediately, and you don't have to do any check. You just deal damage. You just go pew pew pew. You kind of like tell the archers get ready to take aim, and then fire at that point. And then finally, healers. They have 3 combat value, 0 combat value. They don't add anything to your offense and defense. But at the end of combat, whether it's your turn or the enemy's turn, they heal. They just heal 2 health. So if you attack and you already have damaged units, they heal. If the enemy attacks you and that resolves, they heal. So they're just there to keep your hit points there. Everyone has 3 hit points with the exception of the Defender, which has 1 and 2 temporary hit points that replenish. And you, as leaders, have 4 hit points, which you'll actually, if you press C, you can actually see your characters. So, does that, is there any questions or anything that I can address with how the combat works so far?
I just personally think that I'm just going to learn as we go, because a lot of info is a lot for me, but I'm trying to keep up.
Okay. Is there anything that I can address to you or anything like that?
I think I understand. It's like a holding...
If there's an issue,
numbers,
all good. If there's an issue or anything that I'd like to explain, you'd like me to re-explain, I'm more than happy to do that for you. If you'd like to wait.
So the healer heals everyone one turn?
No, it heals 2. It heals 2 hit points. It's a lot of info. Yep, I know,
2
guys.
hit points to 1 unit.
Anyone though.
It's a new system, so of course there's going to be a lot of info to drop, unfortunately. So I apologize if this doesn't seem like a fun thing for you guys.
Not that it's not fun. I'm just gonna ask a lot of questions while we're playing.
That's fine, please.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm just seeing some chat being like, "Oh, it's complicated. It's too much," and it's like, "All right, we don't."
Nah.
Okay. All right.
It's not too bad.
It's really not. Like,
okay.
Also,
like, you know.
we can help the others out as well as we do more stuff.
Also, it may seem like a lot, but it's like it's also like it's simple.
Yeah.
Do we know what each other's like special unit abilities are? Because I see mine on my sheet. I'll put them in the chat.
So now that you understand what each unit is capable of doing,
I hit the roll button, but it didn't display.
No, I'll show you. I'll show everything. I don't want to overwhelm anyone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go down each one of you. So, for example, Gloria, the common defender that she is, she gets a bunch of cool traits of other abilities. So she's got a combat value of 4. If anyone, since you guys are leader units, if anyone tries to attack you directly, you can choose to divvy the damage in a different direction to someone else.
We all have that. We all have leader.
Yeah, everyone's a leader, so you all have the ability to do that. Gloria can only deal damage in the front row. Upon successful combat, she deals 1 damage to an unguarded enemy unit. Just like the defender, she can reduce 1 damage from an adjacent unit, so she has the defending ability as well. And she also has 2 temporary hit points from her shield that restores at the end of everything. So she is defender and soldier. Yeah.
But I can't redirect damage to myself from, like, if they target, say, like a warrior or an archer.
Correct.
I can't take that damage.
No, but if someone targets you, you can redirect it to a defender.
Which is less important for me because I've got the temporary hit points, etc.
Yeah, that's more important for
you guys.
Mine set up, it's good.
Yeah.
So, Kagami, same thing, CV4, also a leader, can only deal damage in the front row. Upon successful combat, deals 1 damage to an upgrade unguarded unit. What's cool about Kagami is Kagami gets +1 movement, which means while you all are moving 1 squares, if Kagami moves, Kagami can move up to 2 squares.
Right, so I can have a squad of fast boys.
Lol monk.
And then,
Boys.
lol monk, absolutely. Pandora...
Makes it easy for you to...
the bards get a cool little ability. So, Pandora, you're a leader. Same thing, deal damage in the front row. Upon successful damage, you deal 1 damage to an unguarded unit. At the end of combat, you can heal 2 HP to a unit.
Ooh.
So Pandora functions as a healer, but more importantly, if all of her squad units are alive, your total combat value is upped by 2. Which means your offensive and defensive capabilities go up by 2. If someone has fallen, but you still have units available, it's only a +1. And if Pandora's by herself, well, that's a problem, but you don't get any other bonuses as well. And then Ribeye.
I hope I don't kill all of my...
Yeah. Ribeye, combat value of 4, leader, upon successful combat, deals 1 damage to any unit, takes double damage from siege units. Ribeye can also be in the back row and attack as well, so it's all, so that's why it says +1 damage to any unit. Ribeye is an archer.
He doesn't have the can only deal damage in front row.
Correct. And then also, Ribeye does take double damage from siege units, because Brittle Bone Boy. And if all squad units are alive, same thing, add +2 to the CV, otherwise add 1 to the CV. And
siege unit, anybody? Or is it just warrior?
There's specific units with
siege units.
damage. Yeah.
So, And I'll
boss units.
Also keep in mind I'll have everything. Oh, whoops!
Yeah.
I seem to have cut that out. Whoopsies. Also keep in mind all the numbers and stuff will be calculated on my end, so you don't have to worry about keeping that in track. Just know that soldiers add positively to offensive and defense. Your defender only adds to defense. Your archers only add to offense, and then healers add to nothing. Is the basics of that. So just to kind of follow up with this, so we did the roll with the attack roll. It goes, okay, you've engaged 27. That breaks their defensive value, and so from here we've got an archer that deals 1 damage. We've got Gloria that deals 1 damage to the front, and a soldier that can deal 1 damage to the front. So then at this point, Gloria, I'd be like, all right, how would you like to divvy up the damage?
Guards! One of those guards, kill him.
So which
dead.
which one would you like to focus on?
Right.
Right. So with everyone, so archers, everything like that, dealing 3 points of damage with this, boom, dead. The guard goes down, and then that's the end of the encounter. So when we go back to the soldier's turn. The soldier can either decide to move there, echoing. Yeah, guys, it's just SciFri setup. Sometimes it picks up everyone's audio, so he's leaned in. No, it's all good. You're leaned in, I
was doing the fucking like the guy from Evangelion thing where I had my hands in front of my nose.
Oh, I know. I know.
Like L from Death Note.
Yep. The next round is the soldier's turn. Instead of running, fuck it, let's go to Shadow. So now they're going to attack. Their combat value is now a lot lower because there's only 1 unit here that's actually adding anything. So they've got like a combat unit essentially of 3. So when they go in for the attack, it's only a 5. It's a very terrible low. Your combat value gives you an AC of defensive value of 23, which 5 definitely doesn't break, which means that's it. The healers would heal any damaged units at this point, but there are no damaged units, so the healers do nothing. And then it just kind of goes back and forth at that point. Everyone continues to move, other units continue to move, etc., and that is the business.
What do I do?
Oh God, I am so sorry.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, that's it.
I interrupted you. It's my fault.
No, it's all good. Vidalia is pretty awesome.
Shit.
Upon successful combat, she deals 2 damage, divided any way she'd like. However, she takes 2 times the damage as a ranged unit, and she has improved take aim, which means she can do her take aim ability from 3 squares away. Not 2, like regular archers. So
Gotcha.
Now, Brett, does that combo with archers regular take aim? Like if Vidalia has like a squad of archers, can they all hit up to 3 squares away if she does it?
Yep.
That's
Then deal number of damage equal to the number of units in your squad with the same ability.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just because this was improved take aim and they only have take aim, so I wanted to double check.
It's the same thing as take aim. So yes, you would absolutely do that.
Can Vidalia also use the regular archer take aim to also hit 2 squares away?
No, and the reason why is because that's your action, take aim, and you only get 1 action per round. So if you're like, I'm gonna do normie take aim, well then you've just wasted your action. So you would always want to do the improved take aim.
But no, that can be very strong if we pop.
Yeah, because I was thinking if you could use both, then you could hit them at 3, then they move in, and you hit them at 2 with the normal take aim.
All right.
That's probably too strong.
I'm nervous.
That's probably a good idea for me.
Well, theoretically, across a couple turns, you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if any like melee unit gets in, then it's time. It's time to go.
That's the danger.
All right. Any other questions before we actually get into squad formations?
I think I'm good.
No further questions, Your Honor.
I'm just trying to think what I want to do now.
Trying to form up a squad.
I'm gonna go from up to down in the Discord layout, and if you need to skip for some more time, we can do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with Gloria. So, Gloria.
And we can have a chat as a team, right? Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially like SciFri and all of you, I want all of your opinion, but for me, it's just like, I'm thinking the setup I had, like, of just everybody works really well for Gloria, because I can defend everybody, the healer can top us up if we take damage, me and the other tank can sort of absorb it, but doing 3 damage means I can knock out most of those guards and then sort of like open up, like expose like the healers and stuff like that over time, and I'm slowly like, you know, I've got the temp HP, I can heal. The only other thing I was thinking is like ditching the other tank and taking like another warrior for more damage. That was the only other idea I had.
Because you could stand in the middle, and that way you could defend everybody.
That's what I was thinking, like put like 2
HP.
warriors on my side and then have
diagonal work for defending.
But
I'm sorry?
Just diagonal?
No.
So it has to be a
it's only forward.
That's fine. I just put the 2 warriors either side of me, the healer behind me, and then if they hit the archer, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, I mean, I'm willing to try. What do you reckon, SciFri? Do you reckon that's a good idea? Go with the more damage?
Yeah, I would say definitely. I think you have the best position to be like a frontline damage dealer because you have a defender ability already.
Yeah.
So you don't need to like take one.
All right, in that case, let's go 2 warriors on either side of me.
Okay.
Healer behind me.
Okay.
And then an archer on one of my flanks. In the back row, one of my flanks. Let's go left.
Yeah. And then obviously you just guard whatever flank the archer's on more heavily.
Yeah, I'll guard that guy more and heal that guy more.
Dang it, I have too many ideas.
I have thought of a question. Are we able to interact with other units, like other allied units?
Like what do you mean?
Like in case, for example, if say the healer wasn't enough to heal them back up to full, could another unit with a healer interact with them to get them back up?
So the way that you'll have to do that is you'll have to spend an action with a allied unit in melee range, so an allied leader. And you'd have to have them move into your squad.
Okay.
That'll take an action, so it takes a couple of rounds. Also,
Gotcha.
Another thing that's really important is if you have no healer and you'd like to start healing, you can spend an action to heal 1 hit point. Or if you have a healer, actually no, that was a different one. Sorry. So while you're out on the map, instead of moving or taking aim or anything like that or attacking, if you have a healer in your party, you could spend an action to have them heal. So you just don't move. You just kind of stay put and just have the healers kind of like mend wounds and things like that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Warriors can't defend, right? They just attack.
They just attack. But they add to the defensive value.
They add to your combat value.
Okay.
Add to your AC, basically.
Yeah, they add to your AC and your attack, but they don't have the ability to. Yeah. But yeah, you guys can you can move parts of your squads around, but that just takes an action to do. So if Gloria's next to Ribeye, and Ribeye has 2 healers, and Gloria has room on her team for that, she can take one of Ribeye's healers if they're in melee.
Oh.
Yeah, but then Ribeye doesn't have a healer anymore.
Well, Ribeye also is a healer.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I think that's probably going to be something that as we go
Actually,
along,
Ribeye is not a healer. No.
Oh, what?
No, that was
yeah,
Pandora.
Pandora's a healer. That's right.
Pandora's got the heals.
you've got the range damage.
Yep.
All right.
It's
Cool.
a lot of pressure.
No, you got us.
Wartime always is.
We can yell at each other across the battlefield to help.
Absolutely. Vidalia, do you have an idea of what you'd like?
I don't know if I'm dumb or not, but I was thinking I'm back here. Or no, wait, the front is, the front's
Yep,
the top.
you're right.
Okay.
You can deal damage
So-
from the back row because you have the archer ability.
What I was thinking is I have a whole archer squad back there with me, like 2 archers beside me.
Okay.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah.
I was thinking like 2 defenders, so 1 in front of each of the units I got.
Okay.
Yes, because you've got the leader thing to divert damage to another unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
So-
would be, you would be able to do 3 damage to any unit 3 squares away
range
from
threes, which is
Yeah.
huge, I think.
So I think it'd be good to just have a squad of archers and they protect us.
You can
Well,
also
especially if you're near me, because then if they're like, if I'm approaching an enemy unit and you knock off, say, one of their front guards, I can then go in, smash the next one, and then we move.
and just to sweeten the pot, this also deals. You can divide that damage up.
Oh yeah.
in a rain of arrows. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking it's okay if I'm not guarded by a defender because I can change where they hit me or whatever.
Well, you also take double damage. That's
Yeah.
the only concern.
But so each unit, like we have 3 HP total, right?
Correct.
So-
You have 4.
Okay. So if I get hit by someone who does 1 damage, I'll take half
2.
basically.
Yeah.
I don't have a
you
healer,
can
so that's not
redirect
good. But
Yeah.
But you can redirect it.
yeah. I was thinking about having 1 healer and 1 archer back there, but I kind of want the
Yeah,
blast.
so I think if you take damage, you just redirect it onto one of your defenders.
Well,
Okay, that's
just-
what I was thinking.
Yep.
Is that so? The leader ability can say if a squad does 4 damage, can we redirect can we split 2 and 2, or
Yep.
is it all redirect onto 1?
You can redirect it any way you wish.
Okay, you can split. So yeah, if you take big damage, just split it between your defenders.
Also, with Vidalia having that range 3 on improved take aim, the hope is that she doesn't get into combat
Exactly.
and I'm
Yep.
close enough by that I can
That's what I
intercept.
wanted.
And that's the
If somebody
plan.
moves within her 3 range,
Me and you
she
can
could just
cover her.
move away. Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, just so we're clear, and like I said, if you guys would like a grid, we can. This is 1 square away. This is 2 squares away. And this is 3
Okay.
squares away.
So when they're
Right.
right in front of us is 1. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Maybe the grid
Kagami.
would help me, honestly.
All right. Let's see. I can't move myself.
You got the
Oh,
rules
sorry.
selected.
Yeah, there you go.
My God.
Oh yeah, I got the ruler. Yeah.
You got your guy down here already. Now.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be front middle.
Front, middle. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's.
Would you like some time?
No, I'm just trying to pick the best combo. Because there's a couple options I had. I will take 1 warrior in the front row.
Okay.
Let's put 1 warrior on the left.
Okay.
And then we'll go with. So let's see that.
Would you like some time?
So is me and the warrior 2 damage or 3?
2 damage.
Okay. But I can deal damage to unguarded units.
You only deal damage to unguarded units.
I
correct? 'Cause
only
Yeah,
deal
you're
damage. to
you're like
unguarded.
a normal warrior.
You're a melee
Okay.
boy.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3 warriors in the front. Give me another warrior on the right flank.
Let's
It's a
fucking
risk.
go.
I like it. It's big damage there.
And then for the back line, I will take a healer in the middle and an archer on the left flank.
Okie dokie. Boop. All right. Does that conclude you?
That's me.
All right. Pandora.
Hi. Okay. So my question is,
Yes.
since I'm a healer,
Yeah.
would it be smart to not bring a healer because I could do the healing and then I could do damage, or is that dumb?
Especially if
that's
you
right.
also bring
Yeah.
a defender.
Yeah, I wouldn't think I
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking
my
yours.
biggest recommendation was definitely you having a defender to keep you protected and take that sort of regenerating health.
But also keep in
sure.
mind you're a melee unit, which means if you're in the back row, you won't be able to.
Yeah, no,
deal
I'm gonna be in the
damage.
front row.
Yeah, next to a defender.
But you could be on the side and put the defender in the middle, maybe.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay.
And then he can get people from both sides.
You can place your token wherever you'd like in the 6 squares.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think your front line should be you, a defender, and then a warrior.
So
Yeah.
were you good with the defender option?
Yeah, I think a defender in the middle, warrior on left.
Okay.
And then how many else can I have?
You got
2 more.
2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I should?
It's either you've got a choice here of an archer and a healer, or 2 archers. I would say there'd be no point you having 2 healers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering you can heal, I mean, 2 archers means that you're doing 4 damage when you attack.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
two archers.
I'd go for
then.
the 2 archers.
Yeah, archers are really good. They
Because you
attack
can do
before
the
they get
healing
there.
yourself, and then you can redirect hits onto the defender if they hit you.
Bet.
Yeah.
All right.
And then again, yeah, you can heal every turn. So
So
Okay. I think I'm starting to figure it out.
yeah, I just wanted to say, Cooley, like even though people were like, you were going back and forth with the party, you pretty much formed this party on your own. And
Woo!
so you're on the right track, bud. I just wanted
Okay,
to
bet.
give you that vote of confidence,
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
think our only main ranged squad is Vidalia, which makes sense because
Yeah.
she has the big range bonus. But
So I want to kill people before they get to me.
yeah.
Ribeye.
Myself at the back center.
Okay.
Here's what I was thinking, and tell me what you think. I was thinking defender in the front with 2 warriors flanking, and then a healer in the back right.
I think that would work.
that works.
Okay.
You'd be more of a like because you're still going to be doing like 3 damage a
Yeah.
turn, but also like because also we got to keep in mind that like if like I attack and then you go next, you can nip in and maybe kill out all the basic soldiers of a squad before they get a chance to hit back as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Depending on the initiative orders
You
and
could
stuff, you
build
might be
it
able to like.
you could build it as a ranged squad or a melee squad, really, with your abilities.
I think it would work best as a.
I think a good mix.
Yeah. I like having the 2 warriors in front because it adds to the combat value.
Yes.
Right.
Which gives you AC, which is hopefully
Yep.
if you don't get hit, you don't have to worry about taking any damage. So
Right.
And you have the defender, which adds to your defensive combat.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So
I think
we'll
it's a
go
good
with
shout.
that. We'll go with that then. The defender in the front middle.
Okay.
2 warriors flanking on either side of the defender. Healer bottom right.
I'm pogging.
I like this one. I'm pogging.
I'm just trying to be cool, be hip with it,
As the kids would say,
the kids.
I'm pogging.
As Braun would say, pog.
Damn.
Rod
that
would
sex
say,
was
"Help
poggers.
me."
As Broadway. Help me.
Pog me. All right.
That
Okay.
sex was poggers, but now I must lead my warriors to war.
That probably happened back then in D&D world.
Put that on a
Hey,
hat.
streamer, school was weird champ today.
Hate it. Okay, so Jesus. Everyone happy with these squads?
Yeah, I'm the only one without a warrior, but I got range.
Well, sure. I got to yeet on out of here.
Wilshire. All right.
Yeah,
And-
with your range damage, Kelly, you can literally like orbital strike any
That's what I'm
unit.
trying to do.
And then just next turn move away, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move
That seems pretty. I'm kiting them. That sounds very accurate.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, you can do the same as well, SciFri, because you got that 2 movement.
and then
I can also I could push to 3 to get across rivers instantly.
yeah. Oh, you could literally cross rivers. It just takes 1 move, so you can literally just
Yeah,
you
I
can
can
run.
just be on the other side of the river
Yep.
because I have 2 movement.
Correct.
Now in terms of a battle plan, do we want to stick together or do we want to try to flank?
I think
that's
we
my
where the
God.
enemies is.
So I think
Just
yeah,
ram
first
enemies.
we should see where the enemy squads are.
Okay.
All right, so let's you know what? Let's just let's get into it. We like this.
Yeah.
We like this happy, inspirational, joyful music, right?
Oh.
No, get rid of it. I want battle music.
Well, now it's time for war.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
SciFri has never been happier. He's so happy.
All right.
Let me hear your war cries.
Let me see your war face.
Pandora just cries.
Ribeye looks the same as he always does.
Whoa, this
Wait,
is cool
did I
music.
minor illusion eyes on Ribeye before we got here?
We could say you did if you'd like.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's
And
important.
eyebrows. And angry eyebrows.
And eyebrows. Yeah, he's angry.
And
There's something on my face?
Oh,
That would be the siege devil.
Oh goodness. Hey,
He'll
babe.
be easy, right?
one of these. The Siege Devil counts as 2 units, which means they have a combat value of 6.
Tell them to chill.
So do they all have 3 hit points each? Each unit, I mean.
The enemy?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. The only exception to the hit points is everything has 3. The Siege Devil has 6. And sometimes you'll encounter units which are these fire oddities. They actually they all have 3. And then yes, this is also a 3 hit point, but the fire oddity takes triple damage, which means 1 shot to kill. The reason why is because they deal damage even if they fail the combat. They always deal damage. So they could roll a 1 and still deal damage to you. So
I don't like them.
And the icons we're seeing is just like, that's like us, like they're gonna have a unit when we actually go into the fight. We don't know exactly what units these guys are gonna have in their individual things yet.
Correct. All right. Before we roll initiative, go ahead and arrange your tokens the way you'd like. You can't go farther than the front line that's here currently. So, but you're free to move yourself around if you'd like.
I feel like I should. Well,
maybe Ribeye and Pandora switch places, so we have our melee squads in front.
Yeah.
Well, since we're kind of heading south.
I'd say just don't stand behind
East
me.
Anyway.
So I think the general plan of like general movements. I mean, obviously, if squads are moving towards us, we should send an intercept. But I think we should move like sort of broadly this way, and try to cross the river around here.
Where are you marking? Because we can't.
It's down. It's all the way south.
Yeah, south past the little like bend.
Okay.
So there's a thing that I know of. So Kagami's basically going to be like our flying lance, right? Like if it looks like a unit is going to go for Vidalia, because you've got the movement speed, Kagami, you need to go and intercept them. Like that's going to be your job to catch. Yeah. Those people. I'm gonna basically be our front line and just head south, and anything that comes towards me, I'm gonna engage it and try and keep it in place.
I'll be clean up and try to take on any weakened units.
Exactly, and then Vidalia is gonna be like try and stick as closely behind me and basically pick off every turn. Just try and pick off somebody at range.
So what about where's Pandora gonna be?
Yeah, what do I do?
I think the same thing as kind of Kagami, but you just won't have the movement speed. Like you basically come in and like fill like you're gonna be like a little skirmish unit, right? Like wherever there's a gap, if we need you to plug it, if we need you to go back up Kagami and Vidalia, you go and help them. If I need you to help me on the side or like help finish off an enemy unit, you come and help me where you can. Basically, you try and do whatever you can wherever you can.
Cover the gaps in the formation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You healies.
Okie dokie artichoke.
That's purely Mark speaking, not Gloria. Because I'm not doing the voice, you can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, after coming to Faewunder, that could be Gloria.
So do I need to move, or am I good where I'm at?
Well, yeah, I think we're all in our positions now, Brett.
I think this is
Okay.
I think this is a good position.
All right, I'm just double checking real quick.
Unless
making
Kagami.
sure.
Yeah, no, we want to keep it here.
Can we put the grid on? Or no?
Oh yeah, I can put the grid on. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's put the grid on.
I just think it would help me because I have to count the 3 spaces.
Visualization.
Yeah, there we go.
How's that?
Yeah. So basically, 2 spots in front of Gloria's where I can hit, right?
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, basically there. Also, a good one for you, Vidalia, as well, is those fire entities.
Yeah.
Like taking care of those if they get close, because if they can do damage even on a miss, we want to mitigate as much damage as possible, right? So like you being able to shoot them before they can even hit us is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll
Especially
hit the
if you,
bomb.
That goes for Pandora
you shoot
and
someone 2 away, and then I can move and intercept, and they can like stay in that position. Then you can hit them again. That'll be
because Pandora,
really
you've got
effective.
the 2 archers as well, so don't forget, if you need to, you can also take aim and hit anything like 2 squares away. So that can be another good one for taking out those fire dudes.
Bet.
Yeah, we can blow up the bombs.
Okay.
I will begin when you are all ready. Are you all ready?
I think
Yes.
we're as ready as we're gonna
Totally.
Get the World of Warcraft style ready check.
All right.
be.
Time to roll initiative. And don't worry, I got you covered.
I heard a lot of dice.
Mine's high. Oh,
Clatter,
Gloria.
clatter, clatter,
Yay,
clatter, clatter,
Gloria.
clatter, clatter.
All right. Gloria.
Move one south.
Okay, Vidalia.
Same.
All right, you can move your token, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, sorry.
Pandora's just in the trees.
I know.
Army-wide move.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Kagami.
I move. Can't seem to move my token. I have the selection.
You can't move your token?
There we go.
No,
I saw it
can't
move.
No, I
No,
moved it.
that was when you moved it. But I can't seem to move
One
it.
second. Let me.
Are you moving the wrong one?
Might be a permissions thing. No, I have it selected.
It's probably a permissions thing. Oh, I have you as observer. Okay.
Brett really didn't want you to have permission for this.
There we go. Too south.
There
You were
we
too
go.
excited.
Goodbye.
Can you move diagonally, by the way?
Yes, you can.
Nice. Okay. I
Ah.
need you to move slightly diagonally next turn, Kagami, so we're
Okay.
not like clustered up.
Yeah, because
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving the
Back and
camera
forth a
around
lot.
Yeah. Just so you know what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to cross that river. So.
okay, so you can just go in the trees and it doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Okay.
You're under
Oh,
the
okay.
tree line at that point. Yep.
Okay.
Siege devil.
By the way, this thing is so massive, it doesn't have to worry about crossing wet water. It just
Yeah.
marches through.
That's
Makes
what she
sense.
said.
Nice.
I
Cross
I move.
through.
Yep.
I can't do tactics, Brett, but I can make a dirty joke. You know.
No. No. Vidalia.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm moving down.
I love that this is my brand at this point.
Just so you know, especially in the beginning of this combat, it's gonna be a lot of just back and
Yeah.
forth real quick. So just keep an
So,
eye out.
my main concern presently with where we are, team, is that the Siege Devil is probably just gonna
Looking
try
for a
to
flank.
come up and flank us.
Mhm.
And I think it's very important that we engage the units first before that happens.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move
Engage the lesser units or the siege devil?
The lesser units.
Okay.
Ribeye.
Oh, yeah,
That work.
Ooh,
There
this
we
is exciting and stressful. War.
Luckily, a lot of Brett's units all go at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I got that first Phalanx devil. They'll pretty much all be, and the siege devil. They'll all pretty much be moving at the same time.
I'm just
Pandora.
gonna stalk you,
I
Gloria.
mean, the alternative is.
I think she already moved.
I just moved, Brett.
Oh my God, you moved so fast.
We're in this.
didn't-
Oh, you
didn't
gotta
even
keep
notice.
up.
The other thing is those of us with healers could start pushing and then hoping the healers kind of heal us up in time. But I'm also, I want to keep us close together as well because it's going to be a bit more
Yeah,
effective.
they're gonna be river crossing like here.
Why does Kagami have more movement speed? I don't understand that.
Because I'm
That's
a
his
monk.
ability.
Oh, okay.
Lol
Okay.
monk.
This is leader.
It's his
This is leader
special
ability.
ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my special ability. Otherwise, I'm just a stock warrior, pretty much.
By the way, when rivers are in question, and you're trying to fight someone through the river, one of the units has to be crossing the river to fight it.
Gotcha.
Can we drown
So
them?
it's like a buffer space.
But we can shoot over rivers.
We have
Yes.
stun bullets.
Yes.
I'm going to, I think, move for an intercept over here.
Okay. Ribeye. All right.
Could actually be pretty tanky because my combat bonus is, my defense bonus is 15 because of my bard ability.
Pandora.
She might have gone pee.
Sorry, I did, but I ran back into my room so fast.
All right. Round 4. Look at that. Fast combat.
Wait. Oh,
I
you
just
did
moved
move
diagonally down. I moved
Oh,
diagonally.
God. You move so fast. All right.
Sorry, I went before.
I'm on it, Brett. I'm here. I'm ready.
Kagami.
I'm here. I'm now.
So is he in the river?
Nope. It'll actually show crossing river when he is.
Okay.
So he's at the edge.
So
of
if
the
I
river
move
right now.
here, I can't engage him.
Correct.
So I should
but
probably
if-
not.
I would
but
almost stay where you are.
I would
maybe.
also let you know once he starts crossing the river, he'll be able to attack you right after he right at that turn. So
Right.
can't
Because
reach him.
technically he'll be within melee range.
So what
once
are
he starts crossing
the
over.
what are the options I have for stationary actions?
You can heal. You could just not move. For you, that's
I
pretty
do
much
have
it.
an archer.
You do have an archer.
We could at least see what's in the
couldn't-
unit.
To the
Yeah.
right, you can move, yeah.
Does
One-
it take the action to try to move the second square when you don't have the +2 movement?
Yeah. So the movement is just moving. He doesn't get
Yeah,
two
you-
actions.
You can smooth it up.
No,
to
I
two.
mean for units that aren't monk, because you said you could
Oh.
you could hurry.
Yes, you
yes.
can do you can do that. And but the thing is, your squad will take 3 damage that you have to divide
Ooh.
amongst your squad. So
But that's just part of movement. It doesn't take the action.
Should I move
right?
to the right, maybe?
hold on one second. I just want to answer Tom's question. That is so hurrying is you move 2 squares and then you take damage.
But that's just part of the movement. That's not a separate action.
Movement is its own action. So movement's acting as an action. Hustling is, marching through is an action. You only get 1 action.
I'm gonna move
Right?
diagonal and then right.
So you can't move and attack at the same time then.
That's
You can
fine.
only move and attack if you're moving into melee range.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So you get a free attack, I think.
Yep. You get a free attack once you move into melee range, and then you
Yeah.
can spend your action.
So
to
he's gonna
attack.
spend a turn crossing the river, so I'll be able to take aim at him from here.
Okay.
So that'll be my turn.
And take aim is also an action, just FYI.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't
Okay.
plan on moving next turn.
Ribeye. Okay. Well, we're at that sweet spot where I don't have to move around anymore. Okay. Pandora. Gloria.
Question, Brett.
Yes.
With regards to hustling and the 3 damage, when do healers so is the healer's ability only in combat then?
At
They
the
only
at the
heal
end of combat rounds.
at the end of combat rounds. Otherwise, you have to spend an action to heal 1.
Correct.
Off everyone.
Yeah, or you spend an action for the healer to heal. So you'll heal 2 hit points.
Right. And then in terms of my temporary hit points as well, would they, if I took 2 damage on myself, knocked out my temp HP, would I then get 1 back? Like, would I get the 2 back, like, at the end, by
Your
for my next
temporary
turn?
hit points replenishes at the end of combat rounds, which means
Right,
if
okay.
you take the hit now, it won't replenish again until the end of a combat round.
Gotcha. In that case, I can't really afford to push it. I don't want to be
I
limited.
think you should move like leftish.
Okay. Did
I
you
can move
already
left-ish
move?
one next turn.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about.
Yes, I've moved.
Okay, cool, awesome.
And then Vidalia, I think, just moved as well.
Yep.
I'm just stalking Gloria.
No, you're on it. This phalanx begins to cross the water. Coming.
All right, so I can move and engage him now.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
Let's fucking go.
Oh.
Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
I'll move 1 over next turn, Kagami, and then you can, if you need to, you can bug out and like get behind me on the side or like get up to the other
Yeah,
flank.
absolutely.
All right.
I might head over to the left flank because that is siege devil is creeping closer.
I think Vidalia is going to be our key one on that one. I think
Yeah.
just peppering that thing with arrows.
Yeah,
just got-
exactly.
I would just got to get one of those transitions where it's like a motion blur zoom in where it goes to the battle sequence.
I wish.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Pick a god and pray.
Let me do a quick calculation here.
So we got a guardy boy, a warrior, a healer, and a fiery man.
I like these nicknames for them.
All right.
I wish
So
someone called me a fiery boy.
all right, we're gonna see the attack. You need to break a defense score of 16. 31 is successful. How would you like to divide up
Nice.
your damage?
Let's go. So how much damage do I have? I have 1 for
You've
me,
got 3
4?
damage for unguarded and 1 damage for anyone.
3 damage for unguarded, 1 damage. So the
That
defenders,
fucking healer is
I
gonna
could get rid of the defender. I think with the 3 damage,
maybe.
right?
Well, I guess like you can see it and then see where the 1 goes. Is that okay? Brett?
You definitely want to use that 1 for the fiery boy in the back.
Yeah, I'll put 3 damage on the defender.
Okay. So
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
all
wait,
3
wait,
of
wait,
you.
Actually, hold on. If you put it on the warrior and the fire boy, that unit can't attack.
Really?
That is true.
Defenders can't attack and healers can't attack.
Oh, true.
Well,
yeah.
as far as we know, but yes, we should
Well,
operate on the
they
logic.
might have like some kind of archer then. Yeah, 3 damage on the warrior.
Okay.
The defender's not adjacent to him, so he won't be able to take it.
Yeah. And then 1 from the archer on
And
the
then,
fire.
1 from the fire on the fire.
All right. 1 from the fire is triple damage. That immediately does that.
Oh shit! Does he take like fucking range damage more?
He takes triple damage.
He takes triple
Like
damage.
always,
period.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see. His
He also hurts
description
when he
or
dies.
anything.
No, I know. Well, so you're gonna learn what these units are doing over time. So
Okay.
now you know, yeah, that 1 shot is just triple damage. You also learn that as that explodes, it's gonna deal 1 damage to your healer, which is double damage from the explosion, and it's down by
Oof.
2 health.
When that thing dies, it has to be close to you to
that's
hit
fine,
you, right?
because this unit is now effectively useless because it has 0 combat value.
And I think your
'Cause it's a
healer gets to
defender
heal
anyway.
At the
now as
at the
well.
end of combat, you get to heal 2 health from the
Hey,
healer.
I'm gonna heal my healer.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
All right. That ends that. Next up is Ribeye. So that it's
I'll just slog my way forward as Kagami's having all the fun here.
this one is going to begin crossing water.
Oh.
Pandora.
You peeing again?
I was talking. I was muted. Oh my god.
Oh, you were muted.
I was like, that's me. And no one laughed. And I was like, all right.
We would have laughed, but we didn't hear you.
It's fine. Yeah.
You should have known.
I move forward. You know,
Okay.
making big money moves.
Hell yeah. Make
Oh, he
money
coming.
moves, not funny moves.
That's a good one. I'm using that later.
This one is going to
It's not Kagami.
withdraw.
Can you imagine
but it's
if I
crossing
peed again,
waters.
though?
It was crossing waters, then it turned around. I was like, nope. Kagami.
All right. So,
Don't get too aggressive. Don't be greedy.
There's people all coming at you.
I mean, I guess the question is, do I even bother attacking this unit now that it's just a defender and a healer?
We can just hopefully mop it up later.
We don't know what their retreat's gonna mean for them. Like, it's possible that if they get back to the main guy back here, they could replenish
Oh
their
yeah,
forces.
they could maybe reinforce. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this unit in front of me.
All right. Hit the zoom in. That hits because they have a defensive value of 13. How would you like to divvy up your damage?
I would like to deal 3 damage to the defender, and the remaining 1 on the healer.
Double damage to a healer. 2 hit points.
Yeah.
At the end of combat, it replenishes it back with a heal.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
get
yeah,
him
his
next
healer's up.
round.
Oh, I'll get you. All right, one moment.
Next time, Gadget.
Gotta do a.
Or actually, Vidalia could just
Yeah,
snipe
I'm gonna
him.
kill him, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully next. Not next turn, but the turn after.
Yeah.
All right. Ribeye.
Gonna move on over this way.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just symbolize that is severely damaged. That's a severely damaged
Right.
unit. This one successfully crosses the river, moves forward, and attacks Kagami.
Bring it on!
Bring it on, bitch! Okay, so this is gonna be a boop. A boop. We'll do
Warriors.
this.
3 warriors.
And...
And a healer.
God damn.
Damn. Give me 1 second. I gotta do this, and I gotta do that. Perfect. It attacks.
Goddamn.
17. You have a defensive value of 20, so it does not break through. Nothing happens.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
He holds strong.
This one begins crossing the water. Pandora.
That's me. There, it worked that time.
Let's go!
Let's go!
All right, yeah.
Let's go!
Now's my time to shine.
Dora! Yeah!
Now's my time to shine. Moves forward one space.
SciFri, should I come up behind you
Um,
so I can start engaging next turn the Or this guy might, like, I guess if you leave, he might come and engage me, which is fine. I'm okay with.
Yeah, maybe move like diagonal right.
Am I close enough to shoot
way?
this guy now?
Yeah.
You are not.
One
No,
away.
you're 3 squares away. You have to be 2 squares.
Shut up.
I'm gonna start
Dang it.
engaging this guy, so you
Should
can.
I go
would
ahead and
maybe
move
just go-
straight down?
I
and
would go
shoot
straight
him?
down and leave that space between me and Ribeye and like
Yeah.
that space. I'm also hoping that because he's a big boy, if there's just one space, he can't get next to you as well, potentially, the big lad.
I can shoot him, right?
You have to spend an action to take aim.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
next
you
round.
move. The next rounds you can.
Oh, okay.
Next rounds you can.
So now you're set up.
And you can shoot either of those
Gotcha.
two. Either of those two.
Oh.
Right. This one is just gonna go ahead and. Whoop.
I'm out of here.
I'm able to shoot the
Makes
one on the
sense.
right as well. Why is that?
Oh, you would have been if it hadn't moved. It's because it's
Oh.
still 3 away from you. 1, 2,
So
3.
Brett,
Because
Yes.
the diagonal movement counts as 1.
so I have 2
Oh.
movement.
Mhm.
I would like to cross the river,
Okay, so you would end up on the other side with no.
and
river
I would
crossing.
like to finish off that healer.
Let's fucking go. All right. 16 is sufficient. This group does not have a combat value, and
Die.
you just
Die. Right, you need to get out of there now, dude.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here next turn.
Like the kill has been achieved.
Yeah, you're surrounded.
I didn't want him to retreat.
I'm gonna go
back
straight
and
down because
reinforce.
I gotta be wary of that siege unit. Otherwise,
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
get
yeah. Ribeye
destroyed
should
by
not
it.
be going anywhere near the siege devil.
let's fucking go. We're gonna do that. 14 is insufficient to break through the defensive value. Nothing
Lol.
happens.
Oh.
Easier.
And going to encounter with Gloria. All right, we're gonna do. Let's see
This is
here.
where having the ranged team.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
glad
where
I got a
these
high
archers are gonna
initiative.
start coming in clutch.
Oh yeah, they're all within. Like a lot of them are. These, the one that Gloria's engaging, the one that Kagami's engaging,
Yeah.
are both in range of Vidalia.
Yep.
And if
Is anyone
Pandora
else-
moves 1 in as well, Pandora can shoot as well.
All
Yeah.
right, Gloria, you have a defensive value of 20. That will
Oh
hit.
my god.
All right,
Cool.
so we're gonna do.
Almost.
Let's see here. First of all, both fires are just going to deal 2 damage and 2 damage.
I can reduce 1 damage.
Correct. So you'll reduce. So you reduce
To stop them
1.
killing it. Yeah.
Yep. But then the other one is also dealing 2 damage. So. Oh. And then the 2 soldiers are going to attack your front line, as one of the soldiers will start to take.
Oh,
a hit.
I wouldn't have reduced it because I thought that. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Okay.
that it wouldn't, because it would have gone because it has 3. Well, doesn't it? It has 3 HP, right? The
they
healer.
Each do
But
2.
it takes double
Oh, they
damage.
do 2 damage. Oh, right. Okay, so
Yeah,
it
so
doesn't
they did a
negate.
total
Okay,
of
I
4.
thought it negated the 1 damage,
okay.
so it would take 0.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ends up being 2 damage. You reduce 1. So it would have died
Gotcha.
either way. And yeah, so you can then
Yeah.
reduce the 1
No,
there.
Yeah,
All
I
good?
just I thought that by reducing it, it would take no damage because it, the double damage.
Yeah,
would've
yeah,
been
yeah.
extra,
No, all good.
I
All
see what
good.
you mean.
Before it doubled.
Yeah.
Doomsayer's moving into Kagami. All right, let's see what we got.
Expecting maybe a not as chunky squad because it has a healer icon. Okay, yeah, defender. Okay, yeah. Only 1 warrior.
Yeah, move that there, move that here. Control C, Control V. Lots of coding in the background. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. That's gonna be 3. It's gonna be actually that's gonna be 22 over here. Okay. You have a defensive value of 20. So let's see what happens. 5 insufficient.
Very cool.
Pandora.
That's me. Okay, I'm gonna stop it now. I think should I keep that gap or should
if
I
you
move
moved
diagonal?
below Vidalia, you'd be in range of both of these squads.
Okay, bet.
With your range.
So right. All right. Should I range attack at the one next to Kagami or the one diagonal?
I don't think you can this turn because moving is an
Yeah.
action and then taking aim is
Oh.
an action.
Right.
So, yeah.
But
Fuck
I think in
that.
general, we should prioritize
boy.
the one
Ooh,
that's
he
engaged
coming.
with Gloria because those fire guys,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
take triple damage and archers can pick them off super easily.
Well, I mean, I've got to attack these guys. There's nothing really else for me to do.
All right. Let's see. You've lost your healer, which didn't add anything to combat value. You have an offensive value of 13. 32 breaks through their defensive value. How would you like to damage?
I will take out the left-hand guard.
3 damage there, and then you have you also have.
I don't have a healer, but I feel like I got it. Like these fire boys are gonna just hit me anyway because I'm in melee range with them, right?
And Pandora can just heal
so I'll
you,
do
right?
one. I'll do the one with I'll do the one to the left-hand fire boy as well.
Okay. That'll do triple damage, 3 points of damage.
Exactly.
It'll explode, doing 1 point of damage to your soldier.
Can I reduce that?
You can.
Yeah, I will do that.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, there's a lot of things I can hit. Okay, so should I take care of the bottom right one?
So how much damage do? You do 3 damage when you take aim, right?
I think, is it 3 total or is it
It's you've got 3 archers, so yeah, it'll be 3 damage.
Yeah.
But you can split it however you want. I think like yeah, like just trying to think, like 1, 2, 3. So you can hit this one next to me.
Yeah.
Right.
What's
you could
the best
also
target? Taking
kill
out the guard or the fire
healer
guy?
in the other squad.
1, 2. Oh yeah, that's true. I would maybe take out the healer in the other squad fighting Kagami, honestly, because like those healers like are constantly going to be like buffing stuff.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll shoot at the one
Makes
next
it
to
easier.
him.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second. I have to just mark so I know what's doing on. I got a lot of notes.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So which one would you like to? Well, you can't hit that one, so this is the only option you've got. All right, here we go. Woo! All right, how much? So how? You got 3 damage to divvy up. How would you like to divvy it up?
Okay, so the healer has 3 damage left, right?
Correct.
It does take double
Actually,
damage.
the healer takes double damage.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 of them could be on the healer.
Okay. Yeah, so 2 on the healer and 1 on, I guess, one like the one
guy in the middle.
The middle, yeah.
All right. Oh, sorry. That's all right.
Yeah, what?
He's got the leader sigil on him.
It just lets me know that this unit. He doesn't get any special bonuses or anything like that. That's just more for my tracking.
Gotcha.
Kagami.
Maybe come up next to Pandora, so like you pull back, so you're not getting attacked by both SciFri.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So I'll use my movement to pull out of the river here.
Okay. You're just water running right now across the river.
Yeah, I'm Naruto running.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Do I do 1 extra damage because I deal 2 damage divided to any unit when I attack, or is it just the take aim thing?
That's when you attack. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's different. Taking aim and attacking is a different thing.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Kagami, you initiating combat?
Well, I moved, and I was already in his combat zone, so I suppose.
Yep, you can do that. Let me go ahead and move this around.
I just well.
Move that around. Okay. You have to beat a Wait, what? Okay, hold on a second. Ah, there it is. Perfect. Lots of things I have to keep track. Sorry about that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. You have to beat a defensive value of 19. You succeed. How would you like to divvy up your guarded damage, or your unguarded damage rather?
So I have 3 of that, I believe.
Correct.
So I'm gonna put 2 on the middle guy, and 1 on the guy on the left.
All right, and then you have, one to anyone.
Oh, so I'll put 2 on him then.
Okay.
And then I think Pandora can maybe mop that too.
Yeah, exactly. Any of the archers can mop him up.
All right.
We want Vidalia to hit this siege demon in a second.
Yeah.
Yep.
Goodbye.
It's gonna move in.
All right.
And then it'll be.
Do I take
You
this
wanted to
guy?
start-
Yeah, if I take that guy out, I'm putting myself dangerously close to double damage.
I am almost tempted to say start pulling back and come to the other side of Vidalia. Like, I don't think we need you to be doing damage at this point. I'm worried about you getting wiped.
It could be ranged because it is a siege
Yeah.
thing. So, but I don't think it would be 3. because that seems like
again, I take double damage from siege.
I'm saying if you go diagonally north,
right, but you have a defender
yeah.
you can reflect damage onto.
True.
So it might be worth just taking the shot and then bugging out next turn.
I think this these little guys next to me, I'm pretty sure like we can take those guys out. Like we're not in danger really too much.
Okay.
Well, we don't really know.
I could take places with I could change
Yes, that's
places
true.
with Ribeye, because then I could.
Yeah,
reach
one
a lot
of them
people.
on their own can't kill a
I'll
unit
move up
with
here
Gloria
then.
defending.
I
I
probably
know it's not
shouldn't move
exciting,
yet.
Tom, but I'm just worried.
No, I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. There was I had that one encounter with the Faewunder, the
Yeah.
Blood Ogre, and my life flashed, but my 2-month life flashed before my eyes.
All right, attacking.
Your minor illusioned eyes.
19
Just
is
shy.
just one shy.
My boys are unhittable.
Time to back off.
Now, who are these guys attacking?
They're attacking Kagami. They're swarming Kagami.
They're pissed.
He's killed so many of us. He's butchering our people.
All right, this is a completely new squad, so let's fucking go.
One above me. On me, yeah.
Wait, isn't that the
Oh, isn't it the fire squad
guy?
that was engaged?
Yes, the one, the top
Yeah,
one.
that's the
Oh,
one
my
with the fire guy.
my apologies. You are correct.
Yeah. It's one warrior, one fire guy.
They're reproducing asexually.
My God.
They have some magic in them.
They're fucking doing it. All right, here we go. Boop boop boop.
TOS. Okay.
Sorry,
Chill, Brett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rein it in, Brett.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
a little too much, Brett.
All right,
Getting on my
all
grip,
right.
actually.
Okay, so the fire will still deal damage even though it's a failed combat, and it's
'Cause
going.
he just auto gets 2.
Yep, 2 points of damage to there, and then
I'm
your
gonna
healer.
heal it.
Healers doing their thing. Okay, this one is going to.
I dare you to cross the river.
I think
that-
there, but it
heard
still needs
you.
to cross the river, which means it can't attack you yet. Pandora.
Get sucked on, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna attack
You
the
can-
fire squad one.
Yeah, you can physically attack the one below me, or you can ranged attack the one diagonal of Kagami.
Or this new squad down here.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna go for the fire squad one, yeah?
You can you can physically attack them
Go
as
for
well.
it.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. This is what you're fighting. They have a defensive score currently of of 13 because it's just one dude.
Suck.
You have an
One
offensive
dude and a
value
will-o'-the-wisp.
of 12, and that hits. How would you like to? You've got 2 damage right now that you can deal to the front. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to add one thing. 38, because I knew I was going to forget. You actually have a higher combat score, so that's just for later, but it still hits. Okay, anyways, we'll first start with 2 damage that you can attack the front row. There's no one
Yeah,
else.
there's
you
only
can really-
one, so you can only hit.
Okay, so we'll do this. Subtract by 2. And then
Nice.
where would you like the archers to shoot?
But you only need one on the fire guy because it takes triple damage.
Yeah,
one and
so
You just
Yeah,
divvy it
one
up, and then
in-
they're both dead.
yeah, I'll do the one on the fire guy, and then one on the one's diagonal to I can't ping them.
Oh, it has to be in the same
It
combat.
has to be in the same
combat.
unit.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. You killed another
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
because he
You
was
wi-
like
you
super
wiped
injured
him.
anyway.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, here he is.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Gloria.
So this squad is
They're gone now. Yeah.
They're gone.
This one oh that one, yeah.
Yes, because
And I can't attack the healer squad because they are.
they haven't started crossing.
the river.
they haven't
Yeah, I'll
started
be able to
crossing.
get him, right?
Correct.
I can't hit the other one.
I would say move left and intercept the siege demon.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because I can get that guy down there.
Yeah, I will just move to basically try and roadblock this guy.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess I'll go after the healer dude down there.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, brand new
Shoot into combat.
combat.
Well, the healer was
Squad
this.
drop?
That one's already
Squad
established. You're right. So you're shooting
Yeah,
again. So you're taking aim. What do you want to aim? How much?
Okay,
Where do you want to divide your 3 damage?
Oh, it's kind of hard. Okay, I guess I'll do 2 on one, like the bottom left healer, so it dies.
Okay. Ah!
Dang.
Oh my
Pretty
god,
good.
it's a brutal barrage.
Can't believe it.
And then 1 on the he'll heal himself at the end of the turn, won't he? Well, he'll heal
Nope.
anyone.
This is not a combat, so he
okay.
will not.
Then I'll heal the dude on the bottom right, or attack him, not heal him. Don't heal him.
All right.
Okay.
That's the end of
Knock
that.
him up.
Kagami.
All right. Brett, I think you might have accidentally deleted the people who were left in this squad.
That was the one with the flame, right? Oh, I
think
see
it
what
was,
happened.
It was like 2 warriors.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh
it was
no!
it was
Oh
the
yeah.
one with 3
I
warriors.
did
and
not.
they lost their
Actually,
healer.
I did not delete. I hid.
There they are.
They
Okay,
buried underground.
All right. That hits. There are no criticals, so don't get excited about green green number.
Cool. I'm excited anyway.
Yeah.
How's
How'd you like to divvy up your melee damage?
3 on the guy on the right.
Okay. And then how would you like to divvy up your range?
Finish off the other guy.
That's right.
Yes.
Damn right you do.
Bada bing, bada
Kagami.
boom.
Our flying lance. Our cavalry charge.
Yeah, I'm gonna run in and help you with the siege devil in a bit.
Ribeye.
So should I just run or?
No, well, so
No, you're good where you are.
it's gonna move. So on its turn, it will move 1 towards me. So it
I'll be
can't
able to hit
attack
this.
you. So I think you could move like 1 diagonally down
Yeah, you could start
and be
making
in
your way down
position to
here
start attacking. Yeah,
Okie doke.
for the doomsayer.
I think.
Well, let's pray to God and hope.
Let's pray to God.
I already moved.
You have a defender if the
Fight
worst
to the
happens.
gods.
Time to cross
Uh-oh.
the water.
Exciting.
It's time to cross the river.
Oh, by the way, as this one crosses the river, it will attack Kagami.
Oh, okay. I thought they had to finish crossing to engage.
No, it's now.
He's
Now
on the healer's on his
it's
dead.
technically in melee.
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
All right. So this one's got a pretty low score. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens. Nope.
Nope.
Nopers. All right. Pandora.
Can I hit this one in the water with my archers? Or
Yes,
no?
yes, you can.
Shoot
Bet.
them down.
I'm gonna shoot my shot and murder.
You got 2 damage to divide. How would you like to divide it?
Oh,
Oh, by the way, since that was combat, this healer heals back to full.
Oh.
Okay.
Slap the healer and make him
Yeah.
easy to
I
mop
think
up.
I'll hit the healer.
Okay. You've got 2 points of damage. Are you directing both of them to the healer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Explode him.
4 points.
Dead.
Healer down.
Ick.
Okay.
All right. Come on, Siege Devil. Wipe me out in 1 hit.
He reaches past glory and goes for ribeye.
I fucking hope not.
DM wins. DM wins. All right.
I have 1 job in this game, and it's being hit.
Well, you're gonna do it very well. So let's fucking go.
God, he takes up 2 slots.
Sure does. He counts as 2 units.
Oh, he's got boys with him.
Of course he's got
a little
boys.
boy.
Of course he's got boys with
He's
him.
got 2 little boys.
Well, of course he's got boys with him.
What a
All right.
happy family.
All right, so that's gonna be okay. Let me do a little math here. All right, Gloria, you've got a combat defense
Behold.
score of 20.
Brett
Behold.
rolls a crit.
Nope.
No.
Almost, but nope.
Ooh.
And that's that. Yeah. All right. Well, now that you understand how this works, don't move yet. And the tutorial is now done.
Oh.
Ah,
Second wave.
I was wondering.
Second wave comes in. These are fully united units, so you'll actually be facing squads of 5 now. Nice little even
I
balance.
noticed that they only had 4.
Yeah, just want to make sure you guys are getting a little comfortable before the actual war begins.
Uh-huh.
It's important to be comfy in war.
Yeah. Gloria.
I attack the siege demon. In fact, can I? Actually, no. I'm gonna stay where I am now. I'm gonna stay where I am and attack.
Okay. Here we go.
I want to give it room.
31 hits. How would you like to divide it?
So I've got three and then a
melee
floating
and one ranged.
And I have to hit the front guys. Let's do 4 to the siege demon, I guess. Like,
Well, okay.
because I can't. The healer's just gonna heal, so I want to do as much as I can to it. The healer's gonna heal, but I can't get the healer, so I can't kill it this turn.
Vidalia.
Okay, should I just kill the healer?
I would shoot the guys in the water.
You think
Yeah.
so? Instead of the siege?
I just worry that healer's gonna heal
Yeah.
siege.
Yeah, snipe the healer.
Okay, so it's the healer in the siege place, right?
Actually,
In
I
the
think
siege.
this healer is. I don't
Killed
see
him.
it anymore. Yeah, I think he killed him.
I killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there's the heal. I think you with the healer behind the siege demon.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit that. So attacking him, the siege.
Okay.
Long shot.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put my
From downtown.
putting 2 on the healer.
Hell yeah, you are.
It's gotta be the shoes.
And 1 on the siege guy.
Okay.
Go, siege demon, go.
Ribbo's gonna finish off that demon. I feel it.
Kagami.
Wait, where'd the squad and the river go?
Dead.
They were already dead from
Wait, were
Pandora.
wasn't that the guys weren't they? These guys?
Everyone's dead.
I like
yeah.
how Kagami. I like how
Go get those
Kagami
other guys.
faces away when he fights.
Oh, I see what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's dead.
I still saw them on the squad tracker. That's why I thought they still
Oh
had
yeah, no, everything's dead.
units. Okay. Boom, boom. Attack the siege demon.
Maybe I goofed up. Who
Engage.
knows? But let's go.
I think you might have, but it's
Oh,
okay.
we don't talk about it. It
We're so
routed.
intimidating they ran.
Yeah, it ran away.
It was only a defender and one guy that I would have killed them.
Yeah, you would have killed him immediately. All right, here we go. And
Dungeon master never goofs.
never goofs.
He rules
That's very good.
as he means to.
That do hit. How would you like to divide your melee? You've got actually you can divide any way you want because no one's guarded anymore.
Yeah, I would like to hit the siege demon.
All right, 3 points.
Yeah, get him.
And what would you like-
Ba-boom.
and what would you like to
And
do
then
for
I'll
your
have my
range?
archer hit the warrior.
Okay, that'll be 1 point. Epic. There we go. Had to refresh that.
Awesome. No more threat of siege damage.
Oh yeah, let me just go ahead real quick. Just no, not like that, silly. not like
Not like that, you goddamn fool.
you fucking idiot. All right. There we go.
They fucking drowned in the river.
They drowned. I like that.
For the river poorly.
Have I told you that this is very much beta? Very much beta.
Yeah, it's awesome though. I'm loving it.
No, this is really cool. It's like
I'm
we're
really
playing a whole
excited.
different
I would
game.
play a whole D&D campaign with combat like this.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna move
glad to hear
down.
it. Okay.
Oh, pull Tom.
Pandora.
A fragile
All
little
right.
boy.
Can I? I can't shoot that guy from here, can I?
Real quick, let me just go ahead and. There we go.
Yeah.
Pandora, can you shoot? No, you can't.
Okay.
Not
I
even
could...
Vidalia can
moving
shoot
up
from
with-
that range.
Nope.
Kagami.
We gotta start crossing the river.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or we can just stand here forever. Let them cross the river.
Well, I think they'll keep coming if we do that.
I know.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Let's just play forever.
just gonna start.
We're
getting
grinding.
Just start
Is he
getting
ru-
the
he's
fuck out of
running?
here.
We're
Oh
a
god,
sentry
it's
turret.
only one dude.
Yeah, it's one dude and the siege devil died, so I guess. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Gloria.
I mean, I'm not gonna chase that guy over a river, so.
Right.
Vidalia.
All right. Oh, let me see. I guess I just
Clean him
moved.
up. Clean them up.
I don't think she can. It's too far.
No, I'm too far. But I
yeah,
guess I'll
you're
just
right,
move
you're
to
right.
the
Go
left.
away.
Kagami.
Cover our rear.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
We need to give
going
Cooley some
I got your
material.
ears.
Advance to the other side of the river.
I'm
Oh,
always
look, Cooley,
covering
we're all
your
in the wet
ears.
river. We're all getting wet. There you go. There's some
Oh
more
my
jokes you can make.
god. Chat, we're soaking wet.
Stop it! Stop!
Stop it.
Stop it! Pandora, if you'd like to cross the river, you're gonna have to spend an action doing so.
Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it.
This guy is gonna wait. Okay. So
He running.
Oh, he's getting the fuck out.
running.
I would like to start fording the river, please.
Oregon Trail style.
Yep. Okay, I'll go this way.
If you want him, come and claim him.
All right.
The ribeye escort mission.
Everything's just in the
Yes,
middle.
this is the formation we should keep for the rest of this, by the way.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, Kagami ruined it.
All right, so I'm just
So
gonna.
we'll reform the position formation
Kagami's
up
always
here.
innocent.
All right, and now we're getting dicey. This one.
Show
This
them to
one,
me.
This one. This one. This
Ooh, baby.
one. That's spicy.
Yes, sir.
Right to the meatball.
Oh, that's perfect. That's actually what I needed. Okay. Kagami,
All I have to do is hit.
you got to beat a 19. You did.
Nice. 3 melee damage on the warrior in the middle,
Okay.
and the archer is going to strike the fire guy.
Yes. That's gonna go ahead and attack 2 there, and then where would you like your healer to do?
I would like to heal.
Yeah, there we go. Healer MVP.
All right,
Heal
immediately
thine
this
archer.
squad is way less threatening.
All right.
Heal thine archer.
Was that a
Goodbye.
gauntlet reference, Tom?
Yes, it was.
Pretty damn close to it, I suppose.
Blue
I don't think it's
wizard
an actual
needs
line.
food badly.
Wizard needs food badly. Fucking
I always
hell.
play the
God,
Green
I love
Ranger.
the Gauntlet games.
Yeah, I play Green Ranger all the time.
We had a gauntlet machine in my local arcade that me and my friends would go and play.
Heck
It was
yeah.
So good. You had to put like
Alright.
a password in to save your character. It's great.
Combat value
Anyway.
goes down. Oh no, you're good. I'm just
The
pressing
sorceress
buttons.
You're
is
doing your
hot.
admin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death was scary. He pointed his finger and chased you across the whole map.
Oh my god, when he would like scream at you, scared the shit out of me. Okay, I'll move. I'm crossing
You're
the water,
fucking
yeah.
River.
You
Am I
are-
done? Woo?
Yes, you are.
Woo.
I don't say that. I said it's a 10,000-bit cheer for me to say that. Sell my
I'll say it.
services. I know you'll say it. I know you'll say it.
I got
just
a
won't
request
repeat
to
it.
do an ara the other day, and I was really happy about it. I was like genuinely like, oh, yes.
I did that for free once and I regretted it. I should have made people pay.
Make people play, that's true. I'd like to cross the river, please.
You have now crossed the river.
Lost the river.
I'm gonna go here.
Kagami.
Stay with me, my
You
sweet.
punching Kagami?
Yeah, we're punching.
All right, let's see it.
I
That
was thinking
will
about doing a
hit.
cheeky move, but no.
How would you like to bite your melee?
I would like to do a 3 on the guy on the left,
Okay.
and then we're gonna bop the guy on the right.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
All right. That'll
Doesn't
be
matter,
minus
it's
1, and then
gonna
the
get healed up.
Doomsayer's
Sock 'em
gonna.
boppers.
Yeah.
Oh, more fun than a pillow fight.
Oh yeah, this one's approaching. This one's ready to beat up Kagami.
Sock 'em boppers was how I got a black eye as a child.
I
Anyway.
think
Shoot him down.
I think I need to initiate crossing the river here.
Yes.
You didn't you just finish crossing the river?
Nope.
No, he didn't.
Ah, fuck.
Take me to the river.
Oh my god. Yeah, this one's.
Put me in the water.
Stop. Why would you do that? I hated that.
Whoa.
That was amazing.
That was terrifying, dude. All right, Pandora. Pandora.
You muted again. You peeing.
Damn it! I was talking again. Okay. I was asking if I want to get in front of Ribeye, or
Yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah.
Because Gloria's gonna move up.
Brings you
here,
closer to
so-
the fight as well.
Yeah, more
Sorry, I'm
central.
sorry. I keep eating myself.
No, you're good.
See you later,
Yeah.
dude.
I can reach both of them.
I would like to attack this one to my side.
Ah, new.
Yeah, let's see who's in this fun little team.
I like the idea that this guy's gonna go AWOL from this and just start a new life in the Faewunder somewhere.
Time for a new life, new beginning.
I can reach him from here.
Good.
And then the
Oh,
first
good.
Sylvani he runs into just obliterates him.
That hits. How would you like to divide your damage with the melee?
3. Well, yeah. 3 to 1 in the middle, and then my archer will plink the right-hand fire guy.
All right, that'll be a -1.
But I would like to reduce the damage I receive from the fireman when it dies.
Right.
Brett?
Oh, sorry. You were attacking the fire.
Yeah, my
guy,
archer is gonna. Yeah, so 3 damage from my front line to the front to the middle guard, and then 1 damage to the fire boy. Yeah,
Okay, that'll
that's-
be -3. This will deal damage to your archer, which you can't reduce.
Oh, because it's not adjacent.
Yes.
Fair enough.
SciFri.
No, I was just going to correct you there.
Ah,
You corrected
yes.
yourself.
Nice. I see. My favorite.
I was pushing up my
So-
glasses.
Should I just attack that guy that you're just attacking, or should I
Yeah,
move?
you can attack the one I've just been attacking. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that then.
Keep
Across
you.
the river.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll blot out the sun.
So I'll hit, I guess 2 on the fire dude.
Okay, that'll actually be
We only
1 on
need
the
one.
fire.
Only
Oh,
need
1. Sorry.
He takes
I forgot.
triple damage.
I'm at 1. Sorry. And then, I guess I'll do 2 on one guy to the left.
Okay. Very good. All
Here
right.
he comes. The
Kagami.
Butcher of Faewunder, they call him.
Will you be engaging?
I will be engaging.
All right. The weapon score is pretty. Gotta beat a 13. Wah wah. Critical misses
Oh,
are
no.
auto misses. Sorry.
Wait, but there's no critical hits?
Yeah, I'm a little bit
Well,
of
it
a
rolls.
stinker. Well, critical hits auto hit, and critical misses
Ah, well,
always.
There's no
hit.
bonus effect.
my crit is a 33.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right, buddy.
I don't make the rules. I just,
Wait, you do make the rules. That's
Wait a
literally what you
minute.
do.
Oh, man.
He does make the rules.
I'm getting ripped off. Wait a minute.
I stinks.
Uh-oh. That hits. That hits. Yep.
Hey, yo.
2 points
Whoa.
of damage is going to be directed.
it by 1, please.
All right.
Was that the first time we took damage?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Gloria lost a healer before.
Yeah, I got
Oh.
wiped by 2 fire boys.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Ribeye.
Can I heal other squadrons or no?
Only if they are only no is the bottom line.
Only no.
Hey.
No.
Gasp!
I didn't want to give a
PvP.
I didn't want to give a complicated answer.
I'm
Bet.
gonna take aim at this guy.
Oh, you're in the river taking aim. Let's fucking go.
Yep.
Why not?
Taking
Also-
aim while soaking wet.
Also,
Nice.
I don't think you can't take aim.
Why not? I've got an archer.
No, you don't. You have a
I
healer.
don't. Go! Dang it!
I know it's been a while since you've seen your squad. You probably forgot it.
I'm
but
going this way.
You probably forgot what your
Oh.
squad looks like.
I mean, it does kind of make sense that Ribeye is like
Yeah.
not like he's not leading an army. He's just like
look. I warned Tom.
He's our
pl-
flanking force.
I warned Tom. He's playing hard mode if he's playing skeletons. So
He's walking around with a big cauldron and just stirring.
yeah.
He's our.
We're gonna get out of this battle like it's like we lost so many good men. My squad didn't. We're fine.
sure did,
Ooh.
Ribeye.
Come on. Wait, that's a hit.
Oh my god, he's actually hit
Lord.
Kagami for the first time.
That's
Wow.
a hit. I'm gonna do 1 point of damage to this one.
Cool, my healer's gonna heal that.
All right.
Oh.
This is where they realize that engaging in combat would probably not be the smartest of ideas, and you just gotta watch them do
I have an idea, actually.
With
flipped his hair.
Espeta. All right. Can I shoot one now?
Yes.
My toaster.
Which one would you like to shoot?
The one that is touching Gloria. Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
I got you.
All right. You got 2 damage to divide. How would you like to do it?
I'll do it in half. I'll do the one on the one that's already damaged.
Okay.
And then 2 on the other one. Yeah, get fucked.
Nice.
Pandora says that. She goes, yeah, get fucked. As he fucking dies.
Well,
Very
it's you got 2 archers, so it'll only be 1 and 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
yeah.
but doesn't Pandora do range damage as well?
Pandora does not do range damage. Pandora is a melee fighter.
Yeah, a heal.
And and heal.
Nice.
If the units would take damage.
Yeah, we're just too good,
I
dude.
was just reminded of this. Has anybody played any of the Total War Shogun games?
No.
So Gloria, before
Yes.
you move,
You'll
hear a as you'll see
New units
dark
spawn?
shadow magics conjuring something
Oh, goodness.
as this massive creature
Nice.
erupts from the ground, hiding.
Nice.
Whoa.
Oh,
How many units is he?
big boy!
3?
He is the unit.
Oh.
Look at this absolute unit!
This huge guy carrying the real competitor.
You'll see this large, almost mud-like creature looking at it as all of the Sylvana point and goes, actually, 1 second, and goes, that's Razorwrath. That's where Razorwrath went?
Oh, he used to be a friend, huh?
Oh my god.
Do you remember,
take care.
do you
So
remember the map?
Gloria will just go on.
Yeah. Do you remember the map that said Razorwrath Swamp?
Yeah.
That's the what the swamp was named after.
Here's the swamp.
It's kind of cute.
We're in his
Hey, I do
swamp.
good in swamps.
Kinda cute.
Time to drain
It's kind of
swamp.
cute.
So
Yeah.
I will give you an option. You can fight this creature via tactics, or you can go in swinging, while the rest of your squad goes and fights off the remaining forces.
I mean, the remaining forces aren't that.
Exactly.
The remaining forces are 3 dudes.
We should go fight this guy.
We should take our army with
I gotta
us
ford
is
the
what
river.
I'm saying.
Would you like to know?
SciFri's like, we're kicking ass in the warfare, but in an individual combat, we're probably gonna get our asses kicked.
Yeah.
So you're saying that we fight this thing
I
as our
think
army.
considering their army is currently 3 dudes and a dude running away, I think we take our army to fight.
All right. Gloria.
That would be my recommendation.
I hope he doesn't deal siege damage.
Yeah, I mean, like, is everybody else cool with that? Like, that's
Yeah,
SciFri's
100%.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you change your mind, just let me know.
Because we're gonna have to
Alright.
fight the shadow guy anyway, which I don't think we can bring our army for.
I'm gonna step down 1 just so that if need to, I can kind of try and take some damage from away from Kagami and stuff. And then I'm gonna fight the guys with. Actually, no. I'm gonna go. Where should I go, team?
Head south.
I don't want to block Kagami from like hitting.
Well,
So if I go
let's
south, I
see.
do. Oh, actually, he can move too, so he could go
Yeah.
diagonally, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll move down here, and then I'll attack the one that's got the healer and the warrior.
Yep.
Okey
And Vidalia can shoot.
Yeah,
The
because
other
if I can
one. I
hit,
should
then
probably-
I can kill the healer with my damage. So
Let's fucking go. That hits.
I would like to kill the healer, please, unguarded, and then 1 point of damage to the warrior.
Okay. And then what would you like to do, your archer? With
Just
your
the 1
archer?
damage to the warrior. Sorry, yeah. So Archer does 1 damage to the warrior.
Well, it deals double damage, and you also attack. So you have a. So when you deal the 2 damage, it deals 4.
Yeah, I forgot that the healers took double damage. Yeah, if I can swing another damage onto this warrior, then I will do, please.
Okay.
Okay, so should I start fording the river or should I kill off that guy?
I'd say kill off the guy and then ford the river next.
Also,
'cause how-
because like anything to get to you has to ford the river, so
Yeah,
you can like just
exactly.
shoot them.
Exactly,
and then
but
maybe
Yeah, that's
eventually-
useful.
Okay, I'll just kill that guy then.
Which? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
the one next to me.
Okay. Now that's gonna be
Just disintegrates.
Yep. That's the only guy I can reach. Yeah.
Kagami.
Wait, how much does it hurt if you force your way through the river or
Engage the
whatever?
guy above.
You are about
3
to get
points of
Razor
damage.
Wrath.
Oh.
You're about to get Razor Wrath, son.
Wait a minute.
That's fine. My squad's at full strength.
Never mind.
Are you engaging in combat?
Yes, I'm with the squad above.
Let's see what happens. Let's fucking go. Don't critically miss. God, that would have been funny.
Would it, Brett? Would it have been funny?
Nodders. It would have been
the second time.
hilarious. It would have been so good. Whereby?
Can I move and transfer units in the same turn?
No.
Okay. This way.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That unit is dead.
Oh yeah, this one. Pandora.
That's me. All right. I feel like I can only really move diagonal and behind Gloria then. Should I stay behind Gloria?
Yes, you would at least be 1 over. You'll be closer so that next round, if this thing moves towards you, you'll be within 2.
Okay. Bet.
See you later, dude.
Bye, guy.
Gloria.
He also hasn't rolled initiative yet.
This time,
That is intentional.
valiantly do I
Smile.
charge.
Are you fighting?
I would like to fight Razor Wrath. If it goes badly, I would like to fight them in normal combat.
Oh, that's all of you fighting in normal combat.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
You have to beat a. One moment, please.
Oh, 70.
Oh.
Okay, you have to. Wait, what the heck?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh wow. Wow.
I just can't believe it, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
All
It's a
right.
big snake.
You'll need to beat a defensive value of 30. Nope.
Nearly.
In response, you'll see it do a huge, dealing 1 point of damage to everyone in the front row.
Still want to fight this thing this way, SciFri?
Are you reducing damage at all?
Yeah, I'll reduce it to the one that's nearly dead.
All right. And then at the end, your shield will replenish.
We got this.
We got this.
Okay.
We get all the squads in there. We start wailing on them.
All right, I think you have to start fording.
Yep, I'm coming.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, I mean, I could sit here, but then we eventually have to go down.
I'm sorry. I was referring to the tactics fighting as opposed to like the 1v1 fighting.
Oh.
Well, by one.
My
but-
only concern with 1v1 fighting is then we also have to 1v1 fight Valmarath.
That's true.
That is true.
Oh, so by the way, when I say D&D combat, I mean like all of you disembark your units and you all fight as a
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's a good point that like if we have to fight this guy and then Valmarath in
Oh, Valmarath
if,
is deep in the shrine. You're gonna have to go and explore that.
Oh, we got a dungeon in the way as well.
Mhm.
Changes it.
Yeah, that's my only trepidation
done-
for us getting wailed on in a normal encounter.
I done soaked my britches. I'm in the water.
Nice.
Borden River.
He.
I had to unmute myself to say nice.
Vidalia, you're going in. You're fording the water. You
Yeah.
didn't move your unit, did you?
I did.
Okay.
I moved it straight down.
All right, then you'll have to forge through the water next round
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
because it's double movement. Yeah. Kagami.
I engage.
Fuck yeah, you do. Which one are we doing? Right there. Okay. All right. Does not hit in response.
Rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
That's an oof.
All
I'm
right.
going to leader redirect the 1 damage from me onto the guy at the right, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna heal him for 2 with the healer.
Nice.
I'm doing +1. And then 2. All Ribeye.
Gotta move. Pandora, where are you planning on going next round?
Honestly, I was gonna see what you did, but I was probably just gonna go straight down. Or well, actually, I'll probably go diagonal.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll go
Riboy's a
diagonal.
melee squad, so he needs
Yeah.
to get in here.
I'm a coming.
Laura.
Okay. Well, if he's melee, do you want me to go behind him then?
Yeah, maybe.
Just
Yeah.
so you know, this you won't be able to cross through these walls. The only entrance into this area
Is behind him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then I'll do this then, for now.
If you were to move, if you move down one, then you could start taking pot shots at him with your archers.
Gloria.
Yeah, I would move.
Oh, well.
Well, I still say that's going to block you from getting in, Ribeye, I think is the idea. That's
Well,
Yeah.
Cooley.
that's true, but I was gonna
I wanted
I've
to
got
move
a
where
plan.
you are, Pandora, just
That's
so I
okay.
can reach better.
move my healer over to your squad, Mark.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to do that next turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack again because
Okay.
I want to try and get some hits on this guy.
Okay, let me go ahead and see. Does not hit. In response, it's gonna do
Yeah.
a point of damage.
I'll
here.
reduce the damage to the guy that's going to die again, so
Okay.
I'll take one.
All right, and you reduce that damage.
So
And,
go on the right hand.
yeah.
Cool. That's me done. Well, actually, one thing I might do, Brett, is just move myself, like, because
Okay.
it won't affect the attack. I'll
That
just
works.
move myself.
Vidalia, you're crossing the rivers, so that's gonna
Yeah.
be a round of that. Kagami.
I engage.
Let's fucking go.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Let's hope my rolling luck hasn't ran out.
Hey, there we
it
go.
is.
Oh,
So that'll be 4 points of damage.
Yep.
All right. At the end of combat, it'll heal for 1.
I'm gonna heal up my guy who's injured.
Okay. That'll be a 3. Oh, and it also 1, 1, and 1.
My healer heals 2, right?
Correct.
So I'm gonna leader redirect onto the guy on the right and then heal him up to full.
Okay. Oh, sorry. You're
The guy on the left, sorry, because he was
Okay, yeah.
already damaged. So he'll drop down to 1 from the damage, and then he'll get healed back up to 3. So yeah,
Okay.
this is correct.
Sounds good.
Damage mitigation, baby.
Ribeye.
I'm gonna go into here, and I'm gonna attack.
Let's go, Ribeye!
Oh, the first time. Let's go.
What do I click to attack?
Oh, I handle all that.
Oh, you do.
Oh, you don't get Tom. You don't get to click anything.
You don't have to click on
You just
shit.
get to move around the map.
Yeah.
That misses.
Okie doke.
Oh no.
Pandora.
Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna diagonal, and I'll be able to shoot next round. Yeah.
With
Okay.
your archer. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Shooting's the way to take this thing down because it doesn't require a hit roll.
Yeah.
Gloria.
Yeah.
My guys are pretty injured. I think I'm gonna spend the turn to heal one because I can't take another like big whack from him.
All right.
Makes sense.
I'll be smart. Yeah.
You
Is
don't
it
have a-
one for everybody or like?
Oh yeah, you have to have a healer to heal.
Oh, I thought like everybody could just take an
Originally,
action to-
yes, but then it changed
Gotcha,
to
gotcha.
that. Yeah.
It changed. That's fine.
Well, if everybody's going to transfer his healer to your squad, then
Yeah, I guess
that'll
I
be fine.
won't do anything because they'll die if I attack. So I just have to miss this turn basically.
All right.
Wait for Ribeye.
Vidalia, you
Boom.
are out of the water.
Yeah, I can reach him from there.
Okay, next round our archers will be able to engage.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack.
Yes.
Try to pull
I'm
most of his
scared.
aggro because I have better mitigation.
That'll fail. So before we do the reduction, we're gonna do 1, 1, and 1.
Leader redirect onto the guy to the right, heal him for 2.
All right. So 1 second. That's gonna be.
Wait, the guy to the right
+1.
would die from that, wouldn't he?
Yep.
Yes. So you want to do it to the guy to the left?
Oh wait, no, yeah, guy on the left. Sorry,
Yep. Okay.
I forgot my order.
Yep.
I have this whole dance. It's like a well choreographed dance of healing and mitigation.
All right. Who are you healing? Left or
I'm
right?
healing the guy on the left.
Okay. Or sorry.
You should heal for 2, right?
Yeah, correct. Okay. A ribeye.
I'm gonna take this turn to transfer my healer over to Gloria's squad.
All right, Gloria, you get a healer.
Reinforcements.
Pandora.
I'm gonna shoot.
All right, you take aim and
Fire.
you shoot. As you take aim with the arrows to hit this creature, it takes no damage from the take aim feature.
Oh shit.
It also heals 1 from the last bout of combat.
Well, that ain't good.
Fuck.
Gloria.
We gotta fight this thing in proper combat. I will, now that I have a healer, I'll heal everybody for 1, right? Like, I can heal everyone for 1.
You can use the healing ability and choose 2 hit points.
Okay. Yeah, I will heal
1 for each of your warriors.
1 for each of my warriors, yeah.
Okay.
And then next turn I should be able to start attacking and then healing them, I think.
Okay, well, hey, well, never mind. I guess I'll need
Maybe
to go.
improve take aim hits?
I probably have to go around everyone, huh?
Well, you could shoot.
You're within range now.
Well, I can't. He doesn't take damage from take aim.
All right, yeah.
True.
So now I gotta figure out if I'm moving to the left.
We
or
need to not fight them like this.
we have to hit them in their face. So I guess, I mean,
So
either I move down, but
since you don't have melee in your squad, maybe what you could do is just send your archers to like Gloria's squad or mine.
Start
Oh.
buffing out the rest of our squads. Yeah, or
So,
your
like,
defenders
move down
as well.
and then use an action to reinforce
Okay.
next turn.
Just
Like,
keep
if
in
you-
mind your squad can only be 5.
Oh, you can't fill the 6th slot.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Uh, okay, so all I can really do right now is move towards it, right?
Move 1 down and give an archer to Ribeye, because he's 1 down because he gave me his healer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll have to do that next round.
Next round.
Kagami.
I'll keep engaging.
Let's fucking go. Woo. All right. We're gonna go for the hit. That's gonna miss. And we're
You're
gonna
fucking
do.
kidding me.
I mean, well, I mean, you're talking about like 3, 6,
And you're losing
minus
combat power because
1,
your warriors
and then
dead.
are you?
And then
Well, that one's gonna die no matter what. So.
Yep. So I'll redirect the damage from me on the one to the left, and then I'll heal him 2 HP at the end of combat.
7.
Okay.
Yeah,
You've only got a
I'm-
plus 10. I don't actually. know if you
I'm
can hit
fighting a war
anymore.
of attrition.
You need a crit in order to be able to
And
hit
at
him.
the end of the round, it's gonna heal
All
for
right.
1 of their health.
He doesn't attack us unless we attack him.
We
I
should-
noticed.
We should
I think we gotta
maybe-
take the
Yeah.
fight to this guy.
We gotta take the fight down.
Yeah. We've tried, but I think that like we just don't have the numbers to like hit him now. Like now
So
that
wait.
we've gone
Yeah.
down,
You said he doesn't attack us if we don't attack him.
It doesn't. It seems like it.
he's
at
blocking the
point.
entrance.
Well, if that's the
Yeah,
case,
he's blocking the only way in.
if that's the case, maybe Gloria should scoot everyone so we can. I don't know.
No, I think we literally go and fight him
No,
as
I
our
think we
player
have
characters.
to. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
have to.
can't as
I
our
think we have
squad.
to zoom
Oh.
in out of the tactics view and take this fight to the ground.
Have you decided
Gotcha.
to take this combat to
I-
the?
Looking at the numbers, like I know this is a bit gamey, but like doing the numbers in my head, we've got to be hitting like
We're fighting a war of
18,
attrition.
19.
Yeah, we got.
right now.
Yeah,
It's just not gonna work.
Consistently like a 1 in like 6 roll
Yeah.
to try to get you.
And every
get
time we
damage.
try and hit, we're taking damage. Like it's just.
We
not
just
gonna
don't
work.
have. If
And
we
he's
had
healing.
maybe like, if we had like, the fact that he's immune to ranged is really what
Yeah, it's
does it.
bad.
If we were all melee squads, we probably could have taken this, but like, not like this.
All right. Then we will zoom in. Let's fucking go. The rest of your squad is going to route out. It's going to scatter and route essentially everything.
Yeah, chase down that one guy.
One guy.
Well, so they're backing up, getting ready to strike.
A
and as you-
defensive perimeter.
And
type
as you begin to
deal.
go in, you begin to see small little tears from behind you. And then you realize as you marched in towards the shrine, there have been units in waiting, and now they are beginning to march over to the castle. So you'll see all the units kind of like turn around, look over at you, and be like, "We have to pursue. Please."
Yeah, you gotta do it, I guess. Fuck.
We'll take care of Valmarath.
All right. So the rest of the squad begins to
On
go
our own now.
march up to the north, and yeah. Since you've already dealt damage to this creature, this one's going to start with an extra little 10 hit points of damage. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll everyone's initiative. Okay. I hope you guys don't mind me rolling your initiative. It just feels a little
Nah.
faster.
Yeah, it's faster.
We tied it.
We're gonna use a Mantle of Inspiration.
Yep.
Well, first of all, it is Ribye's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mantle of Inspiration then.
All right.
Give 5 temporary hit points to everybody in the party, and let them use their reaction to move if they so choose to.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Monk
think I'll just stay here.
movement.
Monk movement, baby.
Oh wait, how much was that? All right.
I can't actually get to you, I don't think.
You can get close, though.
Yeah. I also want to
So-
be.
I think actually, if you're there, you'll be able to shield me, right?
Also, Brett, am I misremembering that Lagomon only have 30 foot of movement speed?
1 second.
That's right.
You might have more actually, because you.
I thought I remembered I had 40,
like-
but my sheet's saying 30, but that could just be me misremembering. I genuinely don't know.
Could also be like byproduct of you like respecking.
I have the notes.
The notes.
The notes shall inform me of this.
Doesn't matter if I move or not.
Your speed is 40 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so my
Okay.
character sheet's a
Hell
little bit
yeah.
outdated.
You're faster than me.
Your character sheet's fucked.
So me being a monk has the same movement as Gloria being a rabbit.
Yep.
But you'll get more eventually. But
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying that as like condescending. Like there. You'll
No,
be
no.
faster
You'll
than
get
her.
there.
Imagine,
eventually.
well, if you were a Lagomon monk, then you'd really be moving.
This is Kagami's spite quest here to be faster than Gloria.
All right, everyone spend their reactions.
I didn't. I'm staying still.
Hell yeah. Good move.
All
All right.
Movement to bring myself up here.
Kelly's like, I got these silvery
I
bobs.
sure
waiting
do, just
for
in
ya.
case.
I got
And
these silvery
then-
bobs.
Silvery bobs.
Just to run this by everybody, I think I'm just gonna test the waters here and shoot him with a necrotic blast.
Let's fucking go.
Go.
That hits for 4 points of damage. All right, as your necrotic blast just goes into the blubber of this mud beast. But it does deal damage. All right, does that end your round, Ribeye?
Yes.
Now the combat can finally begin. The first thing this creature's gonna do is gonna do this cool little cleave. Wahoo! Attacking.
Wow.
Yeah. Remember that front row attack thing? This is what this guy does in combat as well. It's gonna be a 19 to both of you. So that's gonna break
Gonna miss me.
Kagami's armor
That'll
class,
hit
but
me.
yep. So it'll be 11 points of damage, bludgeoning.
I cannot interference.
You can or can't? Oh, you
I
can't
cannot.
because
I
your
use my reaction. Yeah, I cannot.
You fool!
All right. I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on him. Doing my usual.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna attack. So bam.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I'll use my swarm and my
There we go. All right.
so 2d6.
All right. Let's see it.
Oops.
That'll hit 7 points of damage. Oh, also you'll see at the end of this creature's turn it heals for 10 health.
Oh.
All right.
I got regen.
That's beautiful regeneration.
I have a lot of options, but I don't use them.
Let's see if I can put a stop to that.
All right. Does that end your round?
Yep.
Okay. This one's going to, as a legendary action. That's gonna miss both of you.
Oh. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You know how like they die sometimes and I'm not allowed to use my bonus action to move it to someone else? Can I ready? Can you ready like
Bonus
that?
actions? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you can only ready full actions.
Okay.
Mirror image.
Stop hitting me. All right. That's your action. You got a bonus
Yeah.
action and movement remaining.
No, I put 2 cards face down and end my turn.
All right.
Magical hats.
Gloria.
Dark
Alrighty.
Magician!
Do I want to test and see if this thing's regeneration is tied to like an element here. Your bonus action to like check mechanics, right? Like that's
Yeah,
a
if you
thing
want to
that we do.
investigate or Arcana, for him it'd be investigation, Arcana, or nature.
As a bonus action, I would like to make an Arcana check, please.
Let's see it. Failure.
Whopping 10.
Bonus action wasted.
That's fine. I wasn't going to do anything with that bonus action anyway. So for my main action, you know what, guys? I can't do it anymore. Old Reliable's gone. I wanted to like get a feat that was going to let me bring Old Reliable back, but I can't do it yet. So this is just a normal attack with.
my God.
It feels so
You
weird.
got this.
No booming blade never
See,
lets you
look,
down.
it's terrible. Like
Miss.
it's just always bad.
Oh my goodness.
Would you
No
like to
booming
move?
blades. Absolutely not.
He said, would you like to move?
Would you like to move?
No, absolutely. I got my reaction back.
JK.
Ribeye.
Pandora.
Andorra.
Okay.
All right, I'll get my round because yeah.
I am also going to move it. I think.
Oh, be careful.
I know. I think I'm gonna move here, and I'd like to do Tasha's hideous laughter. I want to tell a really good joke, and it's hilarious. Hopefully.
Go ahead and cast the spell.
Did it?
There
not
it
work?
is.
There it is.
No,
okay.
it just popped up.
Okay.
Okay. Succeeds.
Shit! I was thinking this thing was dumb. You've impressed me. Yeah, I guess that's it.
All right. Top of the round is gonna be Razoreth. As a bonus action. I think we're going to.
Bonus
You're gonna see it, just like its hands are going to thrust into the ground as you begin to see the ground begin to transform into this sort of like heavy mud. It lifts it up and then tosses it over there.
Oh no.
So I need that didn't work out. 1 second, please. Sorry. Let me go ahead and cast that again because it did do a break. So I need Vidalia to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh goodness. Okay. Me?
Yep. You're good. You managed to dodge out of the way of the mud, and that was.
I mean, you already trudged through water, but you're not getting that dress dirty.
Nope.
And then that was the bonus action. So Clee 14, which I don't think hits any of you guys.
Nope.
All right. Vidalia.
Okay. Okay. So I didn't know he could hit me from here. Let me see. I will. I want to do my. Do I want to do that? I only have 3 spells. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay. I'll just do my usual. I'll attack him with my blood rain.
Uh, 18 will hit.
Okay. And then. It's still 2d6, right? I'm done.
Correct.
Yeah, your swarm and then Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
All right, 8 points of damage. Oh, and I keep forgetting the regeneration. Wahoo! All right, Vidalia, does that end your round?
Yep.
Kagami.
All right. Time to start the damage off with a longsword attack that's gonna miss. I'm gonna spend a key point for a flurry of blows.
Whack,
Knock
whack.
my key points down to 3, and then features be bam, bam.
Nope. And yep, 8 points of damage.
Okay, well it's better than nothing.
It's better than 1 attack and missing.
Yep.
No! It just, as a legendary action, just slides it and misses.
And that's my turn.
All right. Gloria.
Can I reattempt the bonus action? I got nothing
Oh,
else
yeah,
to be doing with
absolutely.
it. Nope.
Wow.
Nah. Extra no.
Extra note. So then we just swing in with a normal attack. 11. Nope. Yep.
Oh,
Carry on.
extra no.
Ribeye. Ribeye. Nope.
Yep. Ribeye.
It's on you, man. No booming blade.
I think Pandora had the right idea. I'm gonna cast a hideous laughter on him.
Okay.
Oh,
This is the dual bard.
you're just funnier
combo.
than me.
It fails and then automatically succeeds with a legendary resistance.
Excuse me, I'll still tell the joke. Excuse me, Razor
Yep.
Wrath. Are you busy today? You seem swamped.
That was a good one, Ribeye.
Thank you, Pandora.
All right. That is your round, Ribeye.
Yes.
Pandora.
Okay, so I'm not proficient in Arcana, but is there any sort of bonus action check I could make to help us figure out more about him?
Investigation, Arcana, or Nature.
Okay, I'm proficient in investigation. Right, okay. Damn it!
Win.
All right.
We are not doing well today, team.
They're always intelligence based.
All right.
That
you know
is your
what?
bonus action, yeah.
Wasted our good
I'm
rolls
gonna
on the
do
practice
something
round.
that hasn't let me down yet. Then I'm gonna do a second level shatter.
Okay. Womp womp. That'll be
No.
that'll be 4
Half
points
damage.
of damage.
Oh, well, it's something.
Indeed
Ah.
it is. Are you moving?
No, stay right.
This is really going to be an uphill battle.
Top of the.
We keep
top
with
of the
these
round.
rolls. Like if I can hit him, I can do some damage. But
Yeah.
Razor Wrath is going to throw some mud over at Bone Boy.
Oh, boy.
Dexterity save,
Not
please.
Bone
Ribeye.
Boy.
You
Nice.
succeed.
Thank goodness. That was bludgeoning
damage.
damage.
yeah, you guys are our back line doing all the work at the minute.
And then as an action,
Well, does he still take the damage if he succeeds?
no.
Okay.
Yeah. 17. We're gonna do a 1d20 roll for mirror image.
For mirror image.
3, I think, hits you, right?
Yeah. Let me check the
'Cause
fucking.
I think
I believe
it's
it's a 6.
I think he has to roll high to deflect to a duplicate.
yeah. So that'll actually directly
with 3
hit
different
you.
crits, he must roll a 6 or higher to change the direction.
Yeah.
So
he
yeah, that
hits
does
you.
hit me.
But you keep all 3 mirror images.
That is correct.
And maybe Gloria could reaction.
I will intercept when I know the damage. Yes.
15.
15 points of damage. Yes, I will definitely intercept that, please.
will absolutely intercept that.
It's only 6, unfortunately.
That's better than nothing.
And then
I am a squishy monk.
Vidalia.
Hey, can I use my bonus action to check like the nature roll and see if I can find out anything?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Stop this regeneration. Like if I
Darn
know
it.
it's an elemental type.
Man, I wish I put stuff into perception. When does that ever come into play? Okay, let me see.
Always.
It's
Well, I can't roll perception check, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's just that it doesn't fit with this one.
Okay, well, gonna attack him again.
Okay. That will miss.
All right, end of turn.
All right. As a legendary action. Completely missing as you just watching him just swing back and forth trying to hit.
So I have an idea.
Okay.
He seems to only be able to cleave like 1 3 square face
Yeah.
at a time. So if I like moved here, we could split the damage.
Could you go
could
the
hit
other
both
sides?
me.
I actually know you want to stay within 5 feet of me, don't you? So.
Yeah, so that you can still intercept
Help
excellent.
me.
if I get hit.
Please.
So what I am also going to do is I'm going to main attack not a longsword attack, but an unarmed strike.
Get your plus AC.
Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Cool. Then I will use one of my abilities. Does this take a bonus action? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. So I will bonus action unarmed strike with my martial arts feature. Do 6 more damage, and then that activates agile parry because I made an unarmed strike while holding a kensei weapon in my offhand. So I get 2 AC until the start of my next turn.
Cool.
All right, 2 AC. You've got a 19 AC now.
Yep.
All right. Does that end your round?
That does end my round.
Gloria.
BrettUltimus,
Yes.
I would like to once again attempt an Arcana check as a bonus action.
Success.
Hey.
What would you like to learn?
How its regeneration works and if anything will stop it.
All right. This thing is essentially
analyzing its regeneration.
Yeah. So this thing's essentially made of mud. Dealing fire damage will disable the regeneration for a full round. However, because the mud will solidify, it will increase the armor class.
Oh. That's...
AC is already high.
It's only 14, it's AC. It's just that we
We're
keep
just
rolling bad. Yeah.
Wait, what increases his armor class?
So if it takes fire damage, his regeneration will stop, but his AC will go up.
Okay.
But his AC isn't too high. We just keep rolling bad.
Yeah.
And also, I want to show off a cool thing, so I'm going to do something. So, Gloria is going to sort of working this all out and kind of thinking it. She's going to call out and be like, if we hit it with fire, it will stop regenerating, but it might get hard to hit. So we need to try and do our best here, okay? And then I'm going to pull out Inazuma. I'm going to hold it up. And using a bonus action and my Channel Divinity Evoking Embodiment, I am going to change my Divine Smite damage to fire damage instead of radiant damage. And technically, I gain fire resistance as well.
Correct.
For 1 minute. So the blade, I like to imagine the blade basically ignites in arcane blue flame. Yeah.
God damn, fire and lightning.
Actually, I can't do that this turn. That is also a bonus action. I already used my bonus action this turn. I have to rescind that.
JK. That was really cool, though. You know.
Or I actually no, because I can use my action to do the Arcana check. Would you allow me to like swap it to an action for my Arcana check and then do this for my bonus action? Yeah,
that's fine.
Because I want to show off the cool thing as well. So
you don't have to sell it with that. I would have allowed it.
Let's go.
Nice. So yeah, so I'm going to activate that and try and prep myself up for next time.
All right. Nice. Okay. Ribeye.
I have a stupid idea that might require silvery barbs if you're all willing to indulge me here.
We have 2 of them.
Also, like, and this is just a thing I'm going to put out here, like, if you guys can at any point give me some Bardic Inspiration to help me hit, then I can use my Divine Smite and do the fire damage. Like, I can do a lot of damage to this thing.
I'm 1 step ahead of you, bestie.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, Widums.
You want me to barbs with you?
Well, I'm under the assumption that he only has 1 legendary resistance. I could just tell him to go home.
Does that work?
I've got suggestion.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I'm going to assume that he won't be vulnerable to that because he was summoned out of shadow energy.
Oh, true. Because would that be?
Well, I guess there's no. You could at least
just
try.
do it. Don't overthink it. Just
try.
do it.
Just try.
Yeah, I think it's a funny idea.
It'll probably burn a legendary resistance,
content.
if anything.
I just want to let me check the turn order real quick here.
So basically, if you roll.
Pandora, Vidalia, Kagami, me, you.
Okay. In that case, Pandora, if you're going to use your Bardic Inspiration on Gloria, I'll use my Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action on Kagami.
And so, I'll just wait and see.
And then you only need to use Silvery Barbs if I screw this up. I'm
Yeah,
gonna cast
exactly.
I'm gonna cast Suggestion on him.
Okay.
Hey, don't you like? You seem like you don't really want to be here. You're fighting people. You're working for a guy you don't like. Why don't you go home?
All right. As your suggestion magic tries to probe into the mind of Razor Wrath, you realize from your chanting that this isn't necessarily that Razor Wrath is in control. This is an Almond Gill possession situation. However,
what if he possesses him more?
So even though the wisdom saving throw fails, the suggestion also fails because of the enchantment across Razor Wrath. You do feel as though the suggestion may probe, but it would be very unlikely. AKA Razor Wrath would need to critically miss for the suggestion to go through.
Oh. I don't think Silver
chance.
Barbs would really help.
Well,
I could try it, but I don't think it's the odds.
That's not worth it.
Save it for if one of us gets a big crit.
Yeah.
Like it crits it against
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
All right.
That's I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Does that edge your round?
Now it does.
Pandora.
Okay, bonus action. I'm going to give inspiration to Gloria. I'm going to blow her a kiss and say, "You know what? You've grown a lot in these last few 24 hours, and you can do this."
This time, Gloria intentionally catches the kiss, not a fan suggestion,
Ooh.
and she winks at Pandora.
Pandora looks away so fast and is blushing.
Oh my god.
Kagami, what's your health at?
I'm at a solid 21 out of 36.
Yeah. I think I'll heal you. Let's do that.
Yeah, I think I'll heal you.
I think I'll heal you. You can use it. And then I rub my hands together, Full Metal Alchemist style, and then just put him on his back.
Claire!
Mark, you better not be cheating bingo, bro.
I know what you mean. Don't know what you're talking about. I responded to something Cooley did. There's no, I could engineer that scenario.
Very dishonorable bingo strat.
Wait, no, I didn't know.
Shameful display.
Exactly, you did.
No, you're good. I'm looking at
Yeah.
Mark going bingo
That's
with
what my
you.
character would do. I don't know what you're talking about.
Pandora, does that
confident
end your
Gloria
round?
now.
Yeah, I do believe so.
Fucking dishonor. Here we go.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Rolling 1d2. One's gonna be in the direction of Gloria. Two's gonna be in the direction of Kagami. Hey. Oh, let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Why is this voice change you keep doing?
Go. That's gonna be a nopers on the that big old
Sorry,
plea.
chum.
Yeah.
God damn it.
However, you can't protect everyone. Throws mud at Vidalia.
Damn it.
I really can't. There's nothing I can do.
A dex thing again?
Yeah.
Dex saving throw.
Okay, 1 second. Ugh.
You can select your token and press the button. All right. So the
My
following's going to
face.
happen until the end of your round. You're going to take that bludgeoning damage, but you're also going to be blinded as the mud. Yep.
With your eyes.
That cracked
I need
me up.
those eyes.
That cracked me up.
He's fighting dirty. He's throwing
I'm
mud.
already missing.
Pocket sand. Pocket mud.
Pocket mud.
Pocket sand.
Damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Vidalia, you are now blinded.
I can't see.
Yep. You can attack. It will be at a disadvantage.
I can't see, Dad.
I can't see.
Help.
I'm thinking if you can, I don't quite understand how blinding works, but if you can, try to move toward us because it
Okay.
seems like he's only going to be throwing
Yeah,
mud
you can
at
still
a
see.
certain distance.
Blinded
Okay.
Don't get
creature
too close, 'cause I
can't
don't wanna get
see
hit by
and
that
fails any
Right, right.
ability checks that require sight. You can still kind of like move in the general direction, feel it out. Your attack rolls made against you have advantage, and the
You have
creature
disadvantage.
has,
How
yeah.
close do I need to be to him not to throw mud at me anymore?
No idea, but when I don't know if it's just that he just didn't choose me for that time around, but I moved closer and haven't gotten mud thrown at me
Okay,
yet.
I'll just move here. Oh, I didn't move.
Sounds like something a good investigation or nature check may be a chance for you.
That's true.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna try to do another nature check on him.
All right, let's see it.
Ah!
Womp womp.
Well, I'm
Can't
gonna try to
investigate what you
attack him.
can't see.
Yeah, you got disadvantage, but you might as well try.
I hope.
Might
Look,
as well.
Oh yeah,
Duck,
also because you're
everyone
blinded,
duck.
you are absolutely yeah. All right, here we go.
everyone duck.
Everyone fucking duck. I'm shooting into the wind, baby.
Everybody get down.
I'm shooting to the wind,
Wait,
baby.
do I have to just do it again now?
No,
Hey,
I
there
rolled
we
the
go.
disadvantage.
Okay.
It still hits. Everybody duck.
Heck yeah.
2d6 as well.
Oh yeah. Am I?
It's lucky it's a big target.
Everybody duck.
Everyone's
Birds-
celebrating.
My
like
birds
the-
won't miss. They can see.
All right,
everyone's
Kagami.
celebrating the Vidalia hit, and Vidalia's like, did I get him?
Yeah.
All right, longsword, extra acid damage. I'm gonna spend another key point to unleash another flurry of blows.
That hit. 16 points of damage. Oh, let's fucking go.
Boom, boom.
Let's fucking
Damn.
go!
Max damage on almost everything. Huge round. And you didn't need the Bardic
Alright.
Inspo either.
Yeah, so I still have it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That'll end my round.
Well, you
Can my
yeah.
little swarm thing actually move him out of the way of the door? That'd be funny. Because I can move.
No.
It can't on a creature that big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
I mean, good checking. Absolutely.
My birds have been working out.
Yeah,
A
what else
flock
we
of sparrows try to carry away a massive giant.
got? Legendary
I
action. That's gonna miss. Man, you doing
get lucky.
You doing good, Gloria.
Hey, yo.
All right, here we go. So I have this round. I've got everything activated, so I'm just going to make my attack to begin with. And if it hits, then I'll describe it and say Gloria does a cool thing. But let's see if it hits first.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so as Gloria goes to strike, because the lightning sort of in Azuma, the lightning's crackling up the blade along with the fire of the Divine Smite. And in true anime game waifu fashion, she's going to yell the name of her attack as it lands. And she'll just call out, Pyroclasm slash! And like rip through it.
Fuck yes.
And so that's and then lightning weapon damage. Oh, only 2. And then Divine Smite's under my spells now, right, Brett?
Correct. I mean, it should already be.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
you could also
first
go
level.
into features and do Divine Smite that way.
Okay. I think it's still under here for me.
Yeah.
So that's 12 extra fire damage, and if it's a fiend or undead, then it takes another 4. But I don't think it is. But it's another 12 fire damage.
Correct.
So that's 11, 12, 23 points of damage.
All right.
Ribeye is in awe and just whispers to himself, so cool.
The radiant damage is now fire damage. And
Yes.
then I thought I saved this, but apparently I didn't.
No
It is
regeneration for you.
No,
But your AC gets
Quite
to go up.
hardened.
Nice.
no regeneration for you. There we go.
If you've ever played a Tails game, then Gloria's attack is she yells that move whenever she hits now.
Hey,
Indignation!
Hey, you're speaking my language. That's Hi, JRPG
I was thinking
DM
it was
here.
like a
Double Demon Fang.
Oh god, that's the one that was just like double demon fang.
Yeah.
Spinning crescent blade.
I was thinking of
I love
Fire
that shit.
Emblem characters when they crit and it like does
Yeah.
the zoom in on the portrait.
I'm thinking of Legend of Dragoon where he screams harpoon. So you know.
My favorite is the Fire Emblem Awakening where he's just pick a god and pray.
Love that one.
Ribeye.
At first level, I'm going to cast some dissonant whispers on him.
Ribeye, what you got in your mouth? You sound different.
I'm casting dissonant whispers.
I couldn't hear you. You didn't scream it. That's where the magic comes from. Womp womp.
Should have been suggestion.
Womp womp. So as not in response to the actual ability you did, so it's deafened, but you'll actually see from all the damage as you all come together and start knocking the crap out of this thing. He will
He's prone.
fall prone.
I wonder if that's a strategic thing because he's supposed to be using all of his movement to try and get away from me.
As mentioned before, this has nothing to do with the spell.
Yeah.
Oh!
And he's paralyzed.
Right, he can't move because we basically turned him into terracotta.
Yep. Oh. It's time.
Wait, where'd the battle music go? Wait, no, I don't want it to be time.
All right. Ribeye. Anything else you'd like to do?
I move toward him and I use my bonus action to kind of knock on him.
Okay. Knock,
Why
knock.
are you doing this? Why are you next to me?
Pandora. He is paralyzed and prone.
I don't know what to do with this information, honestly.
Finish him off.
He's
Get in there, kick him.
paralyzed and
Put him
prone.
nuts.
While he's prone, the following happens. A prone creature can only, creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands and therefore ends the condition. Creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Paralyzed. Paralyzed creatures incapacitated. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. I'm looking for something dexterity throws, maybe.
Is paralyzed that auto hits or crit? Or is that something else?
Yeah.
No, it's if you hit, it's a crit, but you still do have to roll to hit, I think.
Okay.
If I hit,
if you hit,
crits.
it's automatically a crit.
I mean, okay, so I could shoot him with my crossbow, or I could use magic missile, but I don't have anything that does
Ranged attacks are
dexterity throws.
disadvantage against prone.
We could just climb over
But
him.
the paralyzes.
That's what I was thinking.
So yeah, it'd cancel out.
Like the pacifist route here. We could just climb over him.
Yeah, I think he's possessed, yeah? Maybe he's not all bad.
He
Maybe
appeared
just-
in a flame of shadow.
Yeah,
I
but
will.
like,
I will need you to do your turn just because we're crunching.
I'm so
on
sorry.
time.
Okay, yeah, then I'll do I'll do magic missile.
Okay. That'll be 3 darts for 3 rolls. That'll be 9 points of damage. All right. Does that end your round?
Yeah.
All right, Vidalia.
All right. Can I do a nature check to see if we can just climb over him?
I mean, you can attempt to do whatever you'd like.
Okay. 1 second.
Should nature check to see what he's doing.
Okay. What is he doing? Let me nature check. Bam.
He, from the blunt force of the damage, you managed to knock him down. He is currently vulnerable for 1 whole round. At the end of Ribeye's
He's gonna
turn,
get
he
up.
will get back up and continue fighting.
Damn it, I should have shattered.
Okay.
Hey, 9 damage. Still 9 damage, bro.
Yeah.
You got
Okay.
it, bro.
Well, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Never mind. Well, no, he's prone, right?
He's prone
yeah,
and
disadvantage.
paralyzed, so
Disadvantage.
it
Oh, it's
cancels
just
each
an
other
even
out.
roll.
Okay.
Kagami.
All right. Boom.
Advantage and crit. So let me go ahead and I'll handle the crit roll. That'll be 15
and
points
then,
of damage.
The acidic damage also crits, so I'll just hit
Correct.
that twice.
You don't have to do it twice.
okay.
I can roll crit.
Gotcha. All right. I'm just gonna take advantage of this while I can, and I'm gonna flurry of blows him.
Okay.
So,
Go to town, Kagame!
2 are coming out.
All right. Checking the advantage.
Kagami.
That hits, doing 8 points of damage. And then another 8
Oh,
points
I'm
of
amongst
damage.
my people.
All right.
My other friends don't get these references, so it's nice.
Does that end your round, Kagami?
Yes.
Gloria.
I also never watched Inuyasha, so every time I hear anime characters yelling their names, I think of Akira.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get another Pyroclasm Slash!
So cool.
Give me that.
That'll
Normal
hit
hit.
for 8 points of damage.
And then here comes the lightning weapon damage.
That'll be for 7 points of damage.
And I would like
Divine Smite.
Divine Smite.
Hit on him!
For 10 more fire damage.
13 points of fire
13
damage.
more fire damage. Do I have anything? I don't think I've got anything I can do on a bonus section to just get some more wax in. I want to do more damn. You know?
Damn.
No, I got nothing.
All right. Ribeye, at the end of your round, the creature will get back up.
Which means I either got to kill him now or what have you.
Whack him with your frying pan!
Good God.
Crack him like an egg!
I was thinking of like it wouldn't kill him. I was thinking I was gonna cast Vicious Mockery on him and like see like in his stiffened form 1 tier roll down. I'm gonna use my my 1 free inflict wounds on him.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Go!
It's advantage.
For 26 points of damage. And as you strike him down with the inflict wounds, you just watch as this creature just slowly falls apart, hardened by the fire damage. It'll just and just melt into the ground, ending the encounter.
And you asked why I walked up to him.
As you guys are currently outside the vigil, where the Seer of Ashura awaits you. Your armies have routed back, returning back to the castle to try and face off against the forces of Shadow that are currently trying to take the castle while you guys are distracted. But your enemy is ahead, deeper inside the vigil. And that is where we end today's session of March on Faewunder. Thank you so much for playing.
That was cool. We marched.
You indeed marched. That's what it was. That's why
Yeah.
it's called March. What'd you guys think? Did you guys have fun today?
It was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mom was with us.
I was expecting to be so much more stressed, but this was really fun actually.
Yeah, I wish I
Yeah.
followed my initial, like, I was going to have all archers. I should have just followed it.
Mm-hmm.
My initial.
But we didn't know how it was going to go. Hindsight 2020 and all
Yeah.
that. Like,
Indeed.
you know,
That's
we
it.
played it safe. Sometimes that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
We have a dungeon ahead of us. We'll probably have rest opportunities in there.
Yeah, I
Maybe
saved
not
some of
rest,
my
but
spell slots.
We
on
could get a
purpose.
short one at least.
Yes.
Spell slots.
Imagine me being like, here's a bed for you in the finale.
I mean, if I can
it's
get a
like-
short rest, I'll be happy. I'll
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
just
it.
want my key points.
Oh man, that's weird. A save point and a health recovery point
Yeah,
right before the final
exactly.
boss.
Yeah, and a
Dang.
rocket launcher.
What is this typewriter in the middle of this room?
Holy.
Feels really safe in here.
You're
Man.
filled with determination.
All right. Bingo bongo time.
Bingo
Fake
bongo.
Craft 3, Reign of Wild Chaos. Nice. Non-Sylvano races are part of the Faewunder army. Nope. Gloria gets a critical smite. Yep. Kagami talks a little about changeling life. Nope. Racklings are encountered. Nope. Ribeye discovered a Faewunder specific ingredient. Nope. Party makes use of their Faewunder energy. Nope. Nat 20.
I'm saving that shit.
Yep. Valmarith shows up. Technically, no. I was just showing you where Valmarith was. Ribeye lore. Nope. Pandora's lost name has consequences. Nope. Fishing time. Nope. Party meets Mushroom Man again. Nope. Hydrate or dihydrate. Party wins battle with more than half their army left. Yep. Pandora uses Twinkle in battle. Nope. A funeral for Elman Gill already happened. Nat 1.
I couldn't use Twinkle this battle.
Training montage for the army or the gang excludes out-of-character tutorials. Nope. Weapon armor upgrade. Nope. Finding feeds. Technically. Cities and towns outside of Gleamwood Castle are mentioned. Nope. Innuendos. Enjoy that free space. New fashion is explored. Do Slavona need to wear clothing? The fashion wasn't really explored. New devil species encountered. Technically, the Umbrani. And no fate
See,
roll.
look,
Close.
it didn't.
close.
There wasn't even a flying square this week. Like,
I mean, innuendo and flirting, I feel, go hand in hand, personally. You know,
They're not identical though.
They are not identical. You are correct.
Square is a polygon, but a polygon is not always a square, so.
Square root of any isosceles triangle is equal to the sum of the remaining sides.
Wow. I
That's a
remember-
right triangle.
There it is.
Ooh. This is a full fucking tune by Rabbi King.
Ooh.
Or Rabbit King, excuse me. Not Rabbi King. I gotta hear a little bit of this. We won't be able to listen the whole 3 minutes, but
I gotta hear the beat drop at least.
yeah, I gotta hear the beat.
You can play it while we look at other fan art.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Leave it-
Well,
leave it
the only
running.
thing is there's another tune after this, so I can't.
Oh.
It does
There's
sound
multiple tunes.
Yeah, it does sound really good. Thank you so much. Go ahead and check it
Hell
out on the fan art in the wind. I'm definitely gonna be listening
Bam.
to it offline because that sounds awesome. Thank you so much.
Faewunder.
we've only got so much time.
My own tribute for Almond
Oh, this
Gill.
one's called
Last
One
Dude.
Last
Oh, no.
Dude.
One last dude.
Oh, come on. Come on. Oh no.
Oh, it's like a fucking funeral
Oh
procession.
no.
This is where you find out all the Sylvanans now have little flutes, and they play this in memory of Almond Gill.
That's so good.
Oh, Gil was the best of all of us.
She was.
There's only one.
was my
There's a
best
reason.
friend.
There's a reason I want you to play it all the way through to the end,
Yeah.
but I can't tell you why.
Is it because of this dude I'm looking at right here?
Yes, it's because of that one little waveform at the end.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, just some nice comedy during these trying times. Who is this magnificent creature?
Pants.
Pants.
I love the potions, like
Canon.
the straps for the potions.
Thank you.
So
that
good.
that was very nice of your artist to do.
Yeah, she's great.
Oh my god.
And I just love the journal strapped to her leg.
yeah,
It's
the
so cute.
journal,
so
the
good.
potions.
All of it. I love it.
One of those is Pickle Brine.
Show me your war face.
Everybody is just expressionless.
Fuck. That's so good. Very well, soldiers, engage the enemy. Where is the enemy, Lord Ribeye?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Normal heartbeat, deceased heartbeat when Ribeye goes down. Very true. Oh my god.
It's the entire party.
Ribeye's
he's
going on a
driving
trip.
today.
He's on a trip.
Mom's dropped me off at the battle.
Oh my
Someone
God.
put a whole ass skeleton in their car for this.
So good.
All right. Well, guys, I gotta go, but thank you so much. We'll be back next
Brett.
week. Yes.
Thank you. I was saying thank you. I said thank you,
Oh,
Brett.
all I heard was
Thank you,
Brett.
Brett.
Thank you, Brett.
That was
Have a
really
good one,
cool.
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.